Many persons believe that this match is a prelude to the 2024 Caribbean Premier League final. Since arriving on the South American mainland, both St. Lucia Kings and Guyana Amazon Warriors have won three consecutive matches, albeit the Kings won one of those matches in Trinidad and Tobago. It is interesting to know that this is the first match that the Guyana Amazon Warriors are going to be playing in the sun. They have won the toss and rightfully decide to bat first, and after 10 overs are 90 for 2. Hello everyone, welcome to the Caribbean #1 cricketing channel. It's the St. Lucia Kings versus the Guyana Amazon Warriors live watch along. I'm happy that you have joined me as we can watch this match together. I also appreciate those who are not in a position to watch the match but have tuned in to listen to the commentary. We really appreciate you, and I'm very happy that we can bring this commentary to you live wherever you are around the world. So, Guyana Amazon Warriors won the toss and decided to bat first. They went into the match with an unchanged 11. That is Gerbas, Khan, Hope, Etmaya, Ali, Shepherd, Pretorius, Paul, Budakesh Moti, Juna Sinclair, and Imran Tayer. St. Lucia Kings, they have Flap Duplessis, Johnson Charles, Ruston Chase, Akeem Agos, Aaron Jones, Tim Seifert, Shadrach Descarte, David Wees, Alzari Joseph, Carrie Pierre, and Noor Ahmed. After 10 overs, as I said, Guyana Amazon Warriors are 90 for 2. The batsmen out are the two openers. Gerbas, he was caught by Joseph off David Wees for 26 from 22 deliveries. His was the second wicket to go down. He hit 4 fours. And Azam Khan caught by Pierre of Norad Ahmed for 26 from 11 deliveries. He hit 3 fours and 2 sixes. Bowling for the St. Lucia Kings, Carrie Pierre, 3 overs, none for 27. Alzari Joseph, 2 overs, none for 19. Noor Ahmed, 2 overs, 1 for 15. David Wees, 1 over, 1 for 8. Ruston Chase, 1 over, none for 8. And the last over just before the break was bowled by Shadrach Descarte. It went for 13. So at the break, Shea Hope is not out on 15. And Shimron Etmaya is not out on 23. Shimron Etmaya needs 27 runs to go ahead of Puran on the chart, and he needs 50. I think he needs somewhere about 70 runs to go ahead of Johnson Charles to be the #1 West Indies, to be the leading West Indies batsman in the CPL thus far. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I look forward to an exciting morning as for the first time, the Warriors have been asked to play in the boiling sun. Luckily for them, they won the toss and decided to bat for. If they were asked to field, I really think that it would have really threatened their chances of winning today and winning tomorrow night. But the best decision for them is that they have won the toss and are batting and are 90 for 2 after 10 overs. Many persons, as I said, believe that this will be the final. They think that these two teams will be playing qualifier 1 on Wednesday. Let's see though. Ahmed to Etmaya down the pitch drives. Down to long off for a single, 91 for 2 in over number 11. Good morning to you, Merrick. It's a pleasure having you here. I appreciate your company. Welcome. I really do appreciate it. Saline Khan is saying, brother, I'm working and was waiting for you. You did your best. Happy you here. Blessing. Thank you, Salim Khan. I'm very glad that I can bring you the commentary so you can listen to the commentary while you do your work. And this is very important. Athena, who is always here with us. Good morning, Athena. Good to see you, man. It's a pleasure. So Hope comes into strike as Noor Ahmed comes over the wicket, bowls to open in that customary fashion of his, where he just goes back in his crease, tip it up on his toes, and play the ball into the onside. This time he played it at a wide middle, and the bowler gave chase field, and they are back for no, they got only one. So as I said last night, I do not expect it to be a full crowd this morning at the Guyana National Stadium. 92 for 2 after 10 overs. This is a very good platform here by the Guyana Amazon Warriors, and they could be looking to get up to 200 here. It really depends on who play the better cricket from here, but I expect that they will get up to 200. Etmaya Seckers. Ahmed over the wicket, bowls to Etmaya. The googly comes into him and he played it down to long on for a single. Alzari Joseph Field, and it's 93 for 2 after 10.3 overs. Etmaya is on 25 from 15 deliveries. Shea Hope going a little slow here. He's on 16 from 15 deliveries. And that's this why Michael Douglas will tell you that Shimron Etmaya has been the most impactful West Indies batsman so far in the tournament with the bat. Noor Ahmed comes in over the wicket, bowls to Hope, who forces it away down there through the offside, down towards the field and the cover boundary, and they got another singer. The score now moves up to 94 for 2, with 2 deliveries to come in over number 11. 94 for 2, with 2 deliveries to come in over number 11. Etmaya Seckers in his crease. Over the wicket come Noor Ahmed, another googly, which he plays back down the inside of the pitch to the bowler who field, and there is no run. So that was another googly. I really want to see the Chinaman, which is a leg break for the left armer. He just tossed up one outside the off stump to Shimron Etmaya. So there's a lot of green and red space there in the stand. There's a lot of space on the grass bank. Down the pitch, come Etmaya, it's down to long on, over the rope. Has it gone all the way? Let's see, watch the signal here from the umpire. 4 runs, 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Down the pitch there was Shimron Etmaya using his feet, getting to the pitch of the ball and hitting it over long on. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. 98 for 2 at the end of the over. Etmaya, he has moves up now to 29, and the score is not on the crease. I think it's 29, and Shea O will be on 17. 98 for 2. Just beg you a minute. Mrs. Brown is not here, and I need some water. Beg you a second, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So he was down the pitch and he hit it over long on 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. So Ruston Chase, whose game, in my opinion, in the West Indies team may well under pressure. Chase comes in, bowls to show up, full toss, it away, down to long off, straight to the fielder. They get a singer. The score moves up to 99 for 2. 99 for 2 is okay. It's going to be very, very interesting, very interesting to see that West Indies squad that I'll be naming on Monday morning. Please join me then. It will be a very, very interesting squad. Probably no surprises, probably surprise. I don't know. But it will be very, very interesting. Etmaya on 29. Hope is on 18. Chase round the wicket, bowl to Etmaya. He played it down to long on for a singer. That brought up the Guyana Amazon Warriors 100. So they are now 100 for 2 after 11.2 overs. Patrick Lambert, good morning to you, man. Good to have you here. Hello and welcome. He's saying good decision to bat first, and it appears that 200 is on the card. I think so too. Good point. But you know that I am a king. Yes, Patrick Lambert, I know you're a king, man. Chase over the wicket down the leg side, wide signal 101 for 2 after 11.2 overs. So yes, Patrick, I know you're a king, but you echoed the same views that I have. I really appreciate your comments. So let's watch now as Chase over the wicket bowls to open. He slapped this down towards long off, wide of the fielder into the boundary for 4. So it appears to be Joseph who was coming around, but he was not going to get there. Did he labor after that a little? Probably didn't put out the full effort, and probably is the sun already telling on the St. Lucia fielders. This is their 4th match in the sun, so probably it shouldn't be. But Hope just going deep in his crease and slapping that away down to long off for 4. Joseph couldn't get across. Probably he realized that he was not going to get across and just gave up the chase. 52 the partnership now from 35 deliveries. Edmeyer is on 30. Hope is on 22 from 18 deliveries. Edmeyer on 30 from 18 deliveries. Clearly having more impact. Chase bowls to Hope, and Hope hit this to the man at short mid-wicket, dropped. Straight to the man at short, straight mid-wicket. That's Augusti who palmed one earlier over the fence for 6. Now drops a dolly at straight mid-wicket. That was it straight into him. It's practically lobbed to him. It was a straightforward catch right into the breadbasket, and he floored it. Chase bowls to Hope, full toss, clipped away. Down to long on for a single. The score moves up to 106 for 2. 106 for 2. Straight into the breadbasket. Oh, he didn't keep his eye on it. He never looked at it. Oh, poor from Augusti. And I think that's why they brought him in off the boundary, because he dropped a catch earlier on the boundary. Albeit it was not going to be an easy catch, but his positioning was not correct. If his positioning was correct, it would have been a challenging chance, but I don't think he would have parred. It's like a goalkeeper parring it over the bar for 6. Let's watch Chase. Final delivery of over number 12, wide outside the off stump to Hetmeyer, who slapped it away down to David Weiss on the long off boundary. 107 for 2 at the end of over number 12. So Chase have bowled 2 overs, none for 17. I think how many of that over was 8 off the first one, 9 off this over. So 2 overs, none for 17. Ruston Chase. You know, so a number of persons have been asking me to replay the clip that I played last night during the innings break, you know, and they are asking that instead of the music, I play what the persons are saying. I will do that. The clip is about the introduction to the ICC Level 2 coaching certificate. And I will just play. It's just the introduction and just talking about it and the impact that coaching is have on spreading the game and improving the young players in countries like Nepal and so on. David Weiss is back into the attack. I think Providence is probably about 60% full. As he comes in, bowls to Hetmeyer, who plays this down to the field at extra cover. That is Flap Duplessis. They got a single. So one more to the total, 108 now for 2. 108 for 2. I know that persons are joining us all the time. So Guyana have gone into the match with an unchanged playing 11. Unchanged playing 11. The Guyana Amazon Warriors have gone into the match with. That's the playing 11 on the screen. I'll read it out to those who are not seeing the screen but are watching. So Hetmeyer, as I said now, I've gone into third spot. 308. He's now tied with Fletcher for second. Well, his strike rate pushed him above Fletcher. So definitely I've gone ahead of Puran. Bowls to Hope. That is Weiss. And Hope played it down to long on for a single. The score goes up to 109 for 2. And last night I was making the point that although that it is so close, and before the start of last night's match, Etmaya was ahead of Puran, yet still over 52% of the persons, because there is a poll that is being conducted in the community on the home page, and you will see the poll there. 52% of persons believe that Puran will score more runs than Etmaya in this tournament as he drives that one down to Langer for another single, 110 for 2 after 3 deliveries of over number 13. Etmaya is on 33 and Shea Hope is on 24. David Weiss is the bowler, the Namibian. He's going to come in now to bowl to Shea Hope. 110 for 2 after 12.3 overs. Bowl to Shea Hope, full toss, cut away to the man at backward point. Did it carry on the full there to the Plessis? Was that another drop chance? I think it may just have carried. Did he drop it? Want to see the replay. It was a full toss and Shea Hope looking to cut it away. That ball traveled in the air. It's a very difficult chance. That was always going to be difficult. I don't know if you are getting good images, those of you who are watching the match. Probably you are in a different country and is getting some good images. But I just find that the producers is not really doing a good job in presenting a good production to us in Jamaica. I don't know if other places they are getting. Weeze bowls to Etmaya and he drive this off the up, past the short extra cover down to the boundary for 4. As the fielder dived across, but he couldn't get to it. 150 now for 2. That was off the up. He drove it magnificently in the air. The fielder dived across, but it goes down to the boundary for 4. Probably should have done better. But then once again, the anger that the producer is giving you, you can't really make a decision. And sometimes you wonder if it is deliberate. You know, because they would have been aware that persons are doing watch along. They would have been aware of that, and probably they don't want you to capture the essence. But it's not only us, they're showing it. They're showing the match to other subscribers. We are not the only subscribers. So, you know, you really wonder. You really wonder. I hope that is not the case. I hope they cannot be so petty. Round the wicket comes David Weiss to Etmaya, and he clipped this away down to mid-wicket. That's Carey Peer. Cannot prevent the 2. The score moves up now to 117 for 2. Etmaya is on 39 from 23 deliveries. Shea Hope is on 25 from 22 deliveries. 117 for 2 after 3 overs. David Weiss 2 overs. No maiden, 1 for 18. The mount full. Those are not the pictures that I am seeing there. There's one section of it, Mikel, that is you could say that it is full. It is full. There's one section that is full, but then there's another section that is very scanty. Wilfred Chance is saying in. So Gerber's gone. So Descartes is coming back into the attack. And that's Providence there. You know, the road in Providence, that road leads from the airport to Georgetown, the capital, Georgetown. Very slow moving traffic on this Saturday morning. As it's Descartes to bowl to Shea Hope, who's on 25 from 22, comes in, bowls to Shea Hope, and he swings this away down to the fielder on the backward square leg boundary. Restrict them to 1. Good work there. Don't know who that fielder was. Could be Noor Ahmed. So Guyana Amazon Warriors. Wow. Guyana Amazon Warriors have gone in with an unchanged team. That means no Shamar Joseph. The port of Guyana, there are a number of cargo ships are in port there. Very, very huge country on the South American mainland. So tomorrow evening match. It's the epic. It's the derby. It's the biggest match. It's the biggest legacy match in T20 cricket history. Descartes over the wicket, goes to Edmire, move across his stump and slapped it, flat batted it hard, long the ground, through, long off, down to the boundary for 4. So he just moves across his stump and flat batted it, past the bowler, down to the long off boundary for 4. He moves up now to 43 and is looking ominous here. It almost took out Shea Hope. It almost took him out. And that one was hit very hard, and Shea Hope has to get out of the way in a very hurry, in a hurry, should say. 122 for 2. Edmire is on 43. Hope is on 26. 2 deliveries out of over number 14 has been bowled thus far. Descartes ball wide of the half stump, and Edmire goes across and hit this away through the onside, wide of the field on the long on boundary for 4 more. So Edmire really turning on the trill here now. He moves up to 47. Really turning on the trill as Descartes tried to go wide. Edmire aware of where the bowler wants to bowl, and he just moves across and hit it through long on, the left hand taking over as the ball goes through long on for 4 more. So problem here for the St. Lucia Kings. Du Plessis is perturbed. So they are making some arrangement. They have a short fine leg, a short third man. So clearly there's a backward point on the boundary, a cover on the boundary, a deep cover on the boundary, and a long off. So he's going to go outside half stump again. Yes, he goes. And Edmire play this away down to backward point for 4. Beat the short third man into the boundary for 4. That brought up his 50. 51 from 26 deliveries. Punkin knock here by Shimran Edmire. This is his 13th CPL 50 to go along with the 100. So that was outside the half stump, and he just opened the face, guided to the left of the short third man and far away from the field on the backward point boundary as he moves up to his, I think, his 3rd half century in this year tournament. He's 13 overall. He's on 51, wide outside the half stump. Wide should be signaled by the umpire. Yes, he's signaled wide. It's 131 for 2 in over number 14. Edmire is on 51. Guyana Amazon Warriors, 131 for 2. This could be a big total. And Patrick Lambert is saying, I don't understand you saying that your team on Monday will be very interesting. Are you not confident with your own selection? Oh, I don't know why you interpret it as that. As Edmire plays this down to long off, David Weiss comes in, but cannot prevent the 133 now for 2. Patrick Lambert, I don't know why you interpret it as that. Mikel is saying this pitch is playing good. It seems, yes, it seems that way. Mikel, it seems that way. And I have more confidence in this pitch that it is playing better than the one on today's what? On Thursday night. Slapped away by Edmire pull. You know, in that it's almost almost down on one knee, the slug sweep, looking very agricultural, but it goes down to the man at cow corner for a single, and he's now on 54. So it's 50. Edmire is on 54. Shea Hope is on 26, and after 14 overs, the Guyana Amazon Warriors winning the toss and decided to bat on 134 for 2. He's definitely on the charge. 4 more. Yes, 4 more. Yes, he's definitely on the charge. So here we have Milwana Osanku saying, light first captain Guyana in a Shell Shield match, Guyana versus Barbados in Georgetown, February 9 to 12, 1974. The match was drawn in November 1974, light captain West Indies in a test match in India. And Arville Bundry is saying, was Etmire missing from the, I do not know what, you'll have to ask your question. Answer, was Etmire missing from the T20 World Cup? No, he cannot force his way, he could not force his way into the World Cup team. He was in the squad, but he could not force himself in the team. You must not take performances in the CPL now and compare to what Etmire was doing before the World Cup. It is good that Shimron Etmire is turning around his form and making some runs. That's very good, and all West Indians should be happy about that. But leading up to the World Cup, Etmire was very poor. So instead of saying that Etmire should have been in the World Cup team, we should be happy that he is now making some runs and have turned around his form. And that poor run of form that he was leading up to the World Cup, hopefully he has turned it around for the good. Wide outside, you have stopped by Alzaro Joseph, bottom edge down to the third man boundary for 4 more. He moves up to 58 from 29 deliveries. The score is 138 for 2. Will Etmire score 100 today? Maybe I should run a poll. Do we have a live poll going? Think we have a live poll going. The poll is saying who will win this match. 77% said the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Joseph Bolt to Etmire. High in the air. This guy is going to have a chance here. Catch out. Wow. So there's no need for that poll. He's gone for 58. Slower delivery by Alzaro Joseph as Etmire looked to hit it over the top. It went a mile in the air, flapped the place a second under it, took the catch, and there's no need to run the pole. Etmire goes for 58 from 30 deliveries. Good knock nonetheless, young man. 9 4s and 1 6s. 58 from 30. That's what, 190? Well, maybe about 190 strike rate. As Shimron Etmire goes, caught the place off the bowling of Alzaro Joseph for 58, and Joseph continues to pick up wicket. And I think that it's going to be very close now. That is going to push Alzaro Joseph up in the chart, up on the chart. But we'll look at it during the break. And wow, Guyana Amazon Warriors are on the charge here. They are Central Mario Shepherd. So they are definitely on the charge here. They are definitely looking to lay down a statement here. No Moeen Ali, no left-right hand combination. They are saying Shepherd, 5 overs and 4 deliveries remaining. That's 34 deliveries. We want you to bat at least half of those deliveries, 17 at least. And in those 17 deliveries, we want you to do some serious damage. Can you score 51 off those 17 deliveries? So the Warriors are definitely on the charge here. No messing around. Alzaro Joseph just not even looking at Etmire. He said, hold that Etmire. Slow delivery. Bust the sky. Flap the place. He took the catch. And Etmire goes for 58 from 30 deliveries. 9 4s and 1 6. Strike rate of just probably about 190. So this is great intent being shown by the Guyana Amazon Warriors here. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Shepherd down the leg side, wide signal, 139 for 3. This is good. Patrick Lambert is saying, I suspect that this match will produce a century or 2 because we go hard after 200 plus runs. Well, let's see, but if someone should make 100 in this match, it will be some fireworks. I don't think a century can be made in this match by a player again, Patrick. But I guess it was before Etmire got out, so I understand the point. But no one will get up to 100 in this match. Joseph the Shepherd will turn this down to the man on the deep mid-wicket boundary for a single, 140 now for 3. 140 for 3 after 14.3 overs. 200 is still on. 210 is still on. I really think that 210 is still on. Salim Khan, as soon as you said Eti make 100, he out. Commentator curse. Absolutely, Salim Khan. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, man? Oh, man. Can you imagine? 140 for 3. I think that they will get probably 212, 210, 212. Joseph bowls to Hope, and that a sharp rising delivery comes back into OP flinch, allows, and the ball somehow goes down to long on. And this is what persons are saying about pace and Shea Hope. Wasn't it a short delivery, or was it a full toss? Oh, it was a beamer. And this is above the waist. It's a no ball. It should be a no ball. This is definitely above the waist. Leslie Rifa is the third umpire, yes, and he gave it that it's a no ball, so that is Brathwaite. Who's the next umpire? Who is the next umpire under those dark glasses? It's going to be very interesting to see who is the next umpire. Let's watch now. Free it for Shepherd. Alzara Joseph comes in over the wicket. Bowls to Shepherd wide outside the half stump, bottom edge through to the keeper, no run. 142 for 3 after 14.4 overs. Alzara Joseph 1 for 27 from his 2.4 overs. Shepherd 1 from 2. Shea Hope 27 from 24. No century today for no batsman. I don't think so. Well, who to tell? Probably Flap Duplessis is going to give us 100 today. It said that Johnson Charles don't do well. He doesn't do well in Guyana. That one played away down to the deep mid-wicket boundary to Descartes. They go through for a single. Shepherd will move up to 2. Shea Hope on 27 comes into strike. It's 143 for 3. Who is the next umpire? Waiting to see who's the next umpire. Definitely want to see who's the next umpire. Can't be Nigel Duguid. No way. It's Guyana. Joseph bowls outside the half stump to Hope. Leaves alone. White signal 144 for 4. Still one delivery to coming over number 15. It's like these bowlers are punishing me because I want to see who is the next bowler. Shepherd is on 2 from 3. So they're making some adjustment here. 145 for 3. One delivery to come in the over. Brathwaite just telling Duplessis that is 1. Joseph bowled to Shepherd outside the half stump. He cuts it away. Down to the fielder coming off the cover boundary, but cannot prevent the 2 as that was right into the gap between the man at cover and the man at backward point. 4 from 4 for Shepherd. 27 for 24 from Hope. It's 147 for 3. Joseph 3 overs, 1 for 32. So Milawana is saying our people are anti-admire. I don't respond to garbage. I won't even read any more of this comment because I will not respond to garbage. So the score is now 147 for 3. Shimron Etmire was the last batsman to go. He made 58 from 30 deliveries. So Alzara Joseph 3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 32. I think Carrie Peer is the next bowler. So let's see. Yes, Carrie Peer in his final over, none for 27 from 3. He opened the bowling this morning. The left-arm orthodox spinner. There are so many in the Caribbean, but he has fallen off. Short, pull high into the sky by Shea Hope out of the ground for 6 over long on. 6 runs over long on here. as that was pulled high into the sky over deep long on for 6. And the score will now move up to 149. The score is off the board, but I think it's 149. As I was saying, that Carey 153. Carey Pierce fall way down the pecking order when it comes to left arm spinner. Much better delivery. York and pierce the gap brilliantly for 4. So that was pitched up, and Hope now just giving himself room and piercing the gap as the stands begin to full up here now at the Providence Stadium. It appears that persons would have done their morning chores. They would have gone to the market. They would have done their washing and are now filling up the stands. So it will be very interesting. Yes, Mikel, Hope is definitely on the charge here. 157 for 3. 10 from 2 deliveries. Pierre bowls to Hope, and he whipped this away through mid-wicket, down to the field on the mid-wicket boundary. You get a singer. It's 158 now for 3 after 15.3 overs. Shepherd is on 4 from 4. Hope is on 38 from 27 as that run rate pushed up above 10.19. It said on the screen. Pierre bowls to Shepherd down the leg side. He swings at it, misses. Tuckett is the umpire. So it's Carl Tuckett is the next umpire. 159 now for 3. Wide signal there by Tuckett. Pierre over the wickets, bowls to Shepherd, who drives down to long on for a singer. The score moves up to 160 for 3. 2 deliveries to come in over number 16. So Hope is on 38 from 27 deliveries. 38 from 27 deliveries. 160 for 3. Pierre over the wicket, bowls to Hope. He is high in the air. Over long on for 6 more. Hope is really turning it on here now. He's now moved up now to 40, 50. That's his half century. 44. He's on 44. So Hope is really turning it on. You know, Pierre bowls to Hope, and Hope hit this high in the air again. Has it gone all the way? 6 more. Carey Pierre can't bowl to Shea Hope. Now that's his half century. What a over this one. Before the start of this over, he has bowled 3 overs for 27 runs. But by the end of the over, it's 4 overs for 52 runs. 25 coming from that Carey Pierre 4th over. So he ends his bowling with 4 overs, no maiden, none for 52. And it's probably an indication that Carey Pierre has really fell down the pecking order. Persons like Ned and with Ned have gone ahead of him. Moti has gone ahead of him. I think there was a time when he and Hussein was probably on the same level, but Hussein have clearly left him in his rear view mirror, you know, and he has fallen down the pecking order. And there's a number of good slow left arm leg spinner coming through. Yes, Mikel, indeed, it's a wow. It's a 50 for Shea Hope. So 4 overs to go in the Guyana Amazon Warriors innings, and Sportsmax, I don't know why they freeze there. It freeze. I don't know what Sportsmax is doing, but it is freeze with Shea Hope showing his bat. I don't know if it is me alone or everyone who is in Jamaica who is witnessing this screen. 48 runs in 2 overs. Very interesting. Mikel is saying 48 runs in 2 overs. What is going on here, though? Let me just check and see if Manchester United play tomorrow, don't? Yes. Manchester City. How the match go this morning between Manchester City and Newcastle? Drawn. I don't know what is going on here, but Let me try and switch to. I'm switching here now to my because on the television it's not showing like last night. The same thing happened last night, so I'm switching here now to my phone, which is a smaller screen, and it's gone. I mean, it says saying the advertised program has been blocked due to rights restriction. Please check your local guide listing to view this content. Well, I don't know what that's all about. I know I subscribe. I don't know. I clearly don't know what's that all about. But if I'm not going to see any cricket, I'm checking though. Please stay with me. Please, in the meantime, support the channel. Such a like. Just slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. So this is harder for commentating, but I will try my best here. Maybe I need to put it a little further. So Shea Hope is gone. He's gone for 56. Du Plessis taking the catch. So Shea Hope goes for 56. David Wees getting the wicket and giving Du Plessis the thumbs up. So Shea Hope gone for 56. You know, and so Shea Hope goes for 56 and 56 from 31 deliveries, 2 fours and 5 sixes. Guyana Amazon Warriors 179 for 4 after 16.3 overs, and Kemo Paul is the next batsman walking out. Probably a bit too far. So maybe that is close enough, right? So Kemo Paul. So I don't know. It's not. I will keep it there just in case that it came off, because last night I was seeing the same thing on the television, and towards the second part of the game it came off. So let's see what will happen. 179 for 4. This is over number 17. It has been bowled by David Wees, who have gotten 2 for 25 from his 2.3 overs. That was wide outside the half stump. Shea Hope looking to hit it away. Du Plessis moved smartly to his right and took the catch. And so Shea Hope gone for 56 from 31 deliveries. And Wees bowls to Kemo Paul, who plays it out into the offside, down to the man at short third man. They go through for a single. It's now 180. 180 for 4 in over number 17. Romario Shepherd is not out and 6 from 6. And with him, Kemo Paul, 1 from 1. And this is Wee's third over. 2 deliveries to go in his third over, which is the 17th over of the Guyana Amazon Warriors innings. Over the wicket, bowls to Shepherd. Uppercut, beat short third man down to the boundary for 4. So that was short outside the half stump, and he just uppercut it down to the boundary for 4. And the stands are definitely filling up here. Good to see that. They are definitely filling up nicely. A Shepherd cut that, and it beat the man at short third man. David Wees think that he should have catch it. Nonetheless, it's 180, 184 for 4. 1 delivery to come in over number 17. Romario Shepherd is on 10 from 7 deliveries. He's now beginning to motor. Wees bowled to Shepherd, and he pulled at this, a slower delivery. He never timed it. It goes down to long on for a single. 185 for 4 at the end of over number 17. Shepherd is on 11 from 8 deliveries. Kemo Paul is on 1 from 1 delivery. Shepherd will keep the strike. 12 deliveries remaining in the Guyana Amazon Warriors innings. I still think they will get 210. Definitely think that they will get 210. Nelson Wiseman, happy to see you, man. Good morning, Carlton. Good batting by the Guyana Amazon Warriors so far. Definitely. Good batting. Runs there. And the champion is saying, let's go, King. Let's go, King. And it's good to see you. It's good to see you all here. Mr. Casanova think 220. I said 210 plus or minus 3. You know that is my thing. Plus or minus 3. So let's watch the action as it's 185 for 4. Noor Ahmed comes in, bowls to Shepherd. The googly turns across him. He swings and misses. Probably need to see the physio after that swing because it was an almighty swing. So we back live. The television is back. It appears that it is a delivery behind this though. So should I go with the television? A delivery behind? Yeah, it's easier to commentate off the television, no doubt. It's bigger, it's wider, it's a delivery behind, but we can work with that because I guess most persons are watching the television and not the app. So as I suspect, it came back. So Ahmed bowls to Shepherd, who goes deep in his crease. Work this down to Carripier on the mid-wicket boundary. They get a singer. It's 186 for 4. So I have to turn down this. I have to just turn down the phone so I don't see because it is actually a delivery ahead. 186 for 4 now. 17.2 overs. Shepherd, he has not had the impact. Noor Ahmed bowls to Keema Paul. He hit this high in the air down to the field on the long on boundary as he taken the catch. Brilliant. Let's check this though. We'll have to check this. It's absolutely brilliant if the catch is taken. Let's watch there now. I don't want to see. Why are you lifting up your shirt, young man? We don't want to see that. Why the camera span to him when he's doing that, you know? Pulling down his pants and lifting up his shirt. So the umpires are going to check it. So let's go now. Says Noor Ahmed bowled to Keema Paul. He played a slug sweep down to long on. It looks like it gone for 6. The fielder apparently got a hand to it high above his head, throw it back in, and there's a fielder coming around from deep mid-wicket who took the catch. If this could be the catch of the century, you know. It's a legitimate delivery. And you say, why? For where the fielder was positioned. Well, before I said it, let us look at the replay in slow motion. How did he have the awareness? Oh, it's not that difficult. It's a clean catch. It's a clean catch. It's not that difficult as I thought. It's not that difficult as I thought. Clean catch. Keema Paul goes. Brilliant there from Weeze. And the presence of mind to throw the ball to the field that had Carripier at mid-wicket. Now, Carripier, that was, although he took the catch, you know, that was poor from Carripier. He should have been closer to Weeze. He should have been game awareness, they call it, right? Game awareness. He should have been more aware of what was happening because you see how far David Weeze had to throw that ball. And these are the things that I want to see coming out of our players. Game awareness. He should have definitely been closer to David Weeze then. Well done, however. Well done. Salim Khan is saying 225 plus on the card. All right. I still say 210 plus or minus 3. So let's see, you know, I've been getting these things good. So Keema Paul goes. So Moeen Ali is off the mark with his very first delivery. You see what I'm talking? You see how far Carripier was? He should have been closer to David Weeze there. Pulled away by Shepherd down to Weeze on the long on boundary, who I think will bowl the last over. Would you give the last over to Weeze or would you give it to Alzari Joseph? So here it is again. Look at Pierce standing. You saw what I mean? You saw what I mean? No game awareness. No game awareness. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, the champion. It's good to have you here. I always look forward for the interaction. Noor Ahmed bowls to Ali. Loud appeal. He's going to give this? I think he's out, you know. They are running out. They are running some buys, but I think he's out. Let's watch here now. What's the decision? So okay, the Tuckett gave him out, but the camera again, this is what I'm talking. I don't know if you are having this same challenge, but the camera did not span to the umpire. So we have to be there just looking at the delivery. I have to be there thinking, that look close, that look out. But all during that time, the producer, for one reason or the other, I don't know if it's a case that he doesn't understand cricket or he doesn't want the viewer experience to be good and to be positive. I don't know, but he's not doing a good job. You know that might be missing, though. That might be missing leg stump, you know. No, or edge. He got an edge onto it. And those, and I think they ran two. And the argument is going to go again now and said it's a dot ball and the team should really have gotten two. But it doesn't work like that. It can't work like that. And you know, it can't work like that. It just cannot work like that. Michael Douglas is saying that playing in the IPL now will be even more lucrative now. In addition to the original contract they were drafted for, guys will now be paid 7.5 lakh for every, not 7.5 lakh doesn't say, oh yes, 7.5 lakh for every match they play, which is around 8,000 US dollars. 7.5 lakh. 50 lakh is, yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, the calculation is probably right, Michael Douglas. Mark Brown said, I still can't find out why Jamaica Talawa don't play this year. Could you please tell me? As it pitched up it away down towards the cover boundary, the fielder comes around, that's Carry Pierre, sends the returning. They come back for two, the batsman safely home. It's now 188 for 5. 188 for 5. It is saying at the end of the 18th over. $188 for 5 at the end of the 18th over. 188 for 5. He was safely in, as I suspected. So Shepherd is going to face up now. Weeze over the wicket, bowls to Shepherd, and Shepherd hit this down to long on. One bounce into the boundary for 4. So it's 194 for 5 now. So I think my 110 plus or minus 3 is going to get beaten, you know. There are persons who were saying 220 like Mr. Casanova. So Mr. Casanova is in the running. Salim Khan was saying 225. So in the running. So I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Weeze bowls to Shepherd, bottom edge down to the fine leg boundary for 4. So he swung very hard at that one, but he bottom edge it, missed the stump, missed the keeper, down to the boundary for 4. And Shepherd now begins to motor. So 23 from 14 deliveries. Not quite. I think when the Guyana Amazon Warriors sent him in at number 5, they were probably expecting more fireworks. But let's see what will happen. David Weeze Over the wickets, bowls to Shepherd, wide outside the half stump. He drives this down to the fielder coming off the boundary. Good work there from Carrier. Brilliant. But then he send a poor returning, backed up into the onside. No ball signal from Gregory Brathwaite. So it's a free hit now to Moeen Ali. That's not a no ball. Incredible. Who is the television umpire here? That's not a no ball. Incredible. What are these umpires looking at? What are they having? Leslie Reefer, are you blind? That's not a no ball, Leslie Reefer. You have to reverse your call. It's the point of first impact. Oh my God, it's not even close to a no ball. What are these umpires on? Eldorado rum? It's not even close. What is he drinking? That decision has to be reversed. It can't be. What is Leslie Reefer drinking? What's wrong with these umpires? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He should be banned from the game. What is our day on? Round the wicket comes Wees, bows to Moeen Ali, slower delivery, beat him through to the keeper, Johnson Charles, and there is no run. And he made a poor decision. He must be drunk or something. I'm talking about Leslie Reefer. Because there cannot be, he have all his cognitive skills intact and made that decision. And he doesn't even have the humility or the humbleness to change his decision. What is Leslie Reefer on? Umpires like these should not be in the game. It's a line call. It's not an opinion. It is not subjective. It is clearly objective. Yet still, with the evidence in front of Leslie Reefer, he's too big. He's too proud to change his decision, even though the evidence is saying to him, it is not a no ball. What are these umpires on? What are they on? Is the Eldorado run getting to them? Wees over the wicket, balls to Ali, who swings this away over deep mid-wicket. A catch taken by Pierre. Wonderful. 200 for 6. Wonderful by Pierre. Just balancing himself and taking the catch on the boundary. And at the end of over number 19, they are 200 for 6. Moeen Ali gone. Caught on the boundary by Pierre. Wonderful catch. So Wees now, I think, is that his second or third wicket? His third. 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 43. You know, my 213 might still win, you know, because I said 210 plus or minus 3. I did say 210 plus or minus 3. So I may still win. Okay, Mark Brown, the franchise, the Jamaica Talawas franchise was owned by a gentleman named, I don't remember his first name, it's Prasad is his surname. He's from Guyana. And so he decided that he don't want the franchise anymore, just like anyone who is in business and it's really your decision. So he and his advisors and so on decided that they don't want the Guyana, the Jamaica Talawas anymore. So what they do is to go down to Barbados and to Antigua and Barbuda and set up a franchise. So the team that named the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, that's why you see so many players from the Talawas in that team, because more or less it was the same team. Yes, another amazing catch. What a save. I would go with Joseph. Well, Joseph is going to bowl the last over. I miscalculated the overs. Naline, how are you? Good. Michael Douglas is saying the commentary is saying Gregory Brathwaite call it on the field. Joseph Bowles to Shepherd, high in the air as he got the distance. This one hit a long way in the air. Wees took the catch and Shepherd goes. Another slow delivery from Alzara Joseph, and Shepherd bust the sky. So both Shepherd and Etmeyer bust the sky off the bowling of Alzara Joseph as he continues to pick up wicket. That was high in the air and he bust the sky. So Michael Douglas, thank you for that. So it's Gregory Brathwaite that called it on the field. So my apology to Leslie Reefer, because I think Michael, isn't the playing condition is that the no balls are called by the third umpire, and I think that that's the playing condition, that that the no balls are called by the third umpire. So not listening to the commentary, I thought that it was Leslie Reefer that called the no ball, because I think that's the playing condition. To learn now that it's Gregory Brathwaite who called it on the field, it's Gregory Brathwaite. It's very confusing. What I have to say, though, Michael, and to all of those who are listening to me, if my perception was wrong, that it was Leslie Reefer that called the no ball, because that was my perception, because my understanding of the playing condition was that the third umpire called the no ball. I humble and sincerely apologize to Leslie Reefer without any reservation at all. Absolutely no reservation. And that's what I was saying, Mr. Casanova. But Michael Douglas said they are saying on commentary that, so it's very confusing. So why Gregory Brathwaite called it? Is that another mistake again for Gregory Brathwaite? Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Pretorius, who plays this into the onside. They go for one. They come back for two. They are safely home as the return. Missed the stump, backed up into the outfield. 203 for 7 with 3 deliveries to come. You know, I'm going to get it right again. I said 210 plus or minus 3. So that is anywhere between 207 and 213. And I think I get it right again. And I'm very confused, Mr. Casanova. I'm very confused because, as you pointed out there, that's the playing condition. No, Leslie Reefer is a third umpire. He's a television umpire, Mr. Casanova. And as you said in your statement here, that is a third umpire that gives the no ball. That's why I thought it was Leslie Reefer that called it. I hope you understand me. You know, I hope you understand me. I hope you understand. So the no ball was called so quick, I genuinely believe Brathwaite called it on the field. He never let Reefer, the TV umpire, call it. But shouldn't he then communicate with Brathwaite and say that's the wrong decision? And you see, you say that there's a difference between subjective opinion and objective decision. Subjective decision you can understand. Objective decision, they shouldn't get it wrong. There's no excuse any at all. None. There's no excuse any at all to get an objective decision wrong. And I stand by that, because it is slow motion, 207 for 7 at the end of 20 overs. So once again, I got it right. It is slow motion. You are seeing it on the big screen. You are a human being. You can always change your decision, because we know as human beings, we make mistakes every day. It makes no sense that you are wrong And when the evidence is in front of you, you don't change it. What kind of human being are you? It's a game of cricket. The next delivery was not yet bowled. It came to your attention. I don't know, but for me, it is better to say I am wrong and I'm going to change the decision more than to be stubborn with all the evidence in front of me, and said, despite the evidence, I am not changing. I don't know. I don't want to live in a world like that. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a world like that. Envoy saying, good afternoon, still working for a fluff masterclass. You know, Marlon Sims is saying, Mark Brown, okay, thanks much for the info. It's a pity though. And Salim Khan is saying, you're spot on with your predictions, brother. Good job again. Thank you, Salim Khan. And Patrick Lambert is saying, maybe they should take some lecture from Steve Buckner. You know, so they are in the innings break, so they have made 207 for 7, with Shimran Etmaya top scoring with 58 from 30 deliveries, and Sheob making 56 from 31 deliveries. As promised, Michael Douglas is saying, I sent you a clip of the incident. Look how quick he called it. I will check on it during the break. As promised, that the introduction to the coaching, to the level 2 coaching by the ICC. So the ICC have introduced the level 2 coaching online. And when they were introducing it, you know, they did a little short video about the introduction. Last night I played it, I had some background music, but the request is that I should allow everyone to hear what they were saying. So the ICC presently the ICC have their foundation course online, which you can complete that course solely online. You do not need any external assessment. That course can be completed solely online, and you will get your certificate. That's the foundation course. The level 1 course, you may do the theory online, but then after you completed the theory, satisfactory completed the theory, and I think you have to I think the pass mark is 90%, but if you know cricket, it's not hard. After you do that now, you then now can do the practical, which is probably a day or 2. But for you to do the practical, you'll have to contact your local cricket board and know when they are running a level 1 practical. After you do that now, you can now do the level 2 by completing the level 2 online. Same way like the level 1, you do the theory, and at the end of it, you will now get an opportunity to do the practical once you have successfully completed the theory. So here is the introduction to the course. I hope you will enjoy what they are saying. It's probably about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes long.
The ICC Training and Education Program was launched in 2021 on the back of feedback from our members who were seeking greater access to education programs to train coaches, umpires and pitch curators to improve the playing experience around the world. Since then, we've been releasing our suite of education programs, our foundation and level 1 coaching courses, foundation and level 1 umpiring courses, and our pitch curator courses are all live, and our latest course, coaching level 2, is launched now.
I think it's very important that we integrate more of these coaching courses, because the very fact is cricket's growing back home. We actually need to capitalize on the fact that we will be needing more coaches who can, come and teach the right stuff, because the game's grown in such a way that over the last 25 years, the game's evolved. Very glad that the level 2 courses have taken in place and are in the process of getting done, so very excited.
The coaching level 2 course that we're launching this week is designed to enhance the learning journey of aspiring coaches even further. The course is designed to equip our coaches with more technical knowledge to support individual athletes, covering areas including pace and spin bowling, skill acquisition, biomechanics, and is split into 2 components. The first is through our innovative online education program, which is provided free of charge. The second component is face-to-face learning, which is delivered entirely by our members through a network of ICC master educators and tutors. Central to the sustainability of our training and education program is the education of a network of ICC tutors, which we've now trained and certified in 92 countries around the world. Those 92 ICC trained tutors have collectively been responsible for the training, education and certification of 25,000 course completions around the world so far.
Better coaching would mean you produce better cricketers. For us, as of now, we need to develop as many as possible with the right platform in mind, and we're very grateful that the ICC has really helped us with this.
For anyone wanting to complete the ICC training and education courses, more information is available on our website, or please get in touch directly with your member board.
find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
welcome back as we come for the start of the St. Lucia Kings innings. Gudakesh Moti had dropped. It looked like Gudakesh Moti there just dropping Johnson Charles as he looked. Was that the switch hitch or the reverse sweep? Remember that the switch hit, you actually take your hand off the bat and change your grip, but the reverse sweep, your hand remains on the bat. It's 12 without loss. One delivery of the second over has been bowled by Pretorius as he comes in, bowls to Johnson Charles, who turned this away down to a back with a square leg for a singer. It goes up to 13 without loss after 1.2 overs. So the target is 208. I hope that the ICC launch of their level 2 program would have motivated and inspired a number of you to do some coaching courses. It's now so accessible and so easy for it to be done. So there should be no excuse for you to do your coaching courses at this time. Definitely. 14 without loss after 1.3 overs. Pretorius, none for 3. Gudakesh Moti, I think, over went for 11. Pretorius bowls outside the arch stump to Charles. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. He was backing away, giving himself room, but even before the bowler came in, he fired it wide. So Envoy, welcome, man. I know that Charles looking dangerous already, said Envoy, hard point. Yes, he is really looking dangerous. So let's watch as Pretorius comes in, bowls to Charles, turn this away, down back with a square leg for a singer. The score moves up now to 15 without loss in over number 2. One delivery to come in over number 2. Clearly, whatsoever Johnson Charles made in this match, he will still be ahead of Etmeyer and Fletcher and Puran, because Etmeyer never caught up to him. But Etmeyer will have one more innings. Pretorius bowls to Duplessis, who places down to long on for a singer. And at the end of 2 overs, the score is 16 without loss. That's the St. Lucia Kings replying to 207 made by the Guyana Amazon Warriors. 207. Mikel, I never got a chance to look at that clip because I needed was to get something to eat, and so I had was to get something to eat. So I never got a chance to look at that clip. So hopefully, though, that I will look at it at some time later. And please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. We look to get up to 17,000 by the end of this show. Hopefully we can get up to 17,000 by the end of this show. Moti comes in, bowls to Duplessis, who gave himself room and flat batted this down to the wide of the long off fielder. They get 1. The score moves up to 17. 17 without loss after 2.1 over. Gudakesh Moti in his second over. 1.1 over, none for 12. So we are seeing here where the Moti round the wicket, bowls to Charles, hit this high in the air. It has gone a long way in the air. Who is second under it? The fielder took the catch. That is Imran Tayer, and Johnson Charles goes. And his poor run in Guyana continues. There are a number of persons who have been saying that Johnson Charles don't make a lot of runs in Guyana. And it seems to happen again as he looks to slug sweep Gudakesh Moti out of the ground. It peeled off the top edge of the bat down towards the bottom of the bat. It went high in the air, and Imran Tayer second under it and took the catch, and Johnson Charles goes for 12. And Guyana Amazon Warriors have gotten the breakthrough. St. Lucia Kings 17 for 1. The batsman out, the dangerous Johnson Charles, who is the leading West Indies batsman in this year's CPL tournament, second only to Quinton de Kock of South Africa. So Charles gone, he's gone for 12, 8 deliveries, 1-4, 1-6, 12 from 8 deliveries, easy record, 150. That's the strike rate. So yes, Mikel, as I was saying, that I will definitely look at it sometime, Mikel. You know, my position is that as human beings, we'll always make mistakes, except especially when the call is subjective. When an umpire make a subjective call, I have no issue with it. When you get a line call wrong and so blatantly wrong, and especially in slow motion, because the third umpire, you are saying that it was Brathwaite who called it. You know, it's just so confusing. But even if it is Brathwaite that called it, shouldn't Leslie Reefer said to Brathwaite, you got that one wrong and he should change it? And if that never happened, even after Flap du Plessis pointed it out to him that it was not a no ball, why is he so stubborn? And that's the part I don't get. The evidence is there in front of you as that played into the onside by Augusti, and there is no. And this is the last thing I'm saying on it. The evidence is there in front of you that it is not a no ball. Moti ball to Augusti, who looks to sweep and didn't make contact, taken on the pad outside the leg stump, 17 for 1 after 2.4 overs. I don't understand. Verdi Fiver, thank you very much. Verdi Fiver is saying that you are doing a good job. I appreciate it, man. Moti ball to Augusti, who drives down to middle of the field, that comes in shy at the stump, misses. They go through for a single, 18 for 1, with one delivery to come in over number 3. Thank you very much, Verdi. These are the things that keep me going. There will be the detractors. When you do something like this, you mentally and psychologically prepare for the detractors, because if everyone agrees with me, Verdi, I'd be a very nervous person. Yes, I would be a very nervous person. So I understand when persons disagree with me. And the thing about it, my grandmother told me a long, long time ago that I talk a lot of foolishness. So I take those things on board, you know. So 18 for 1 after 2.5 over. So there'll be the detractors, but you should never allow your detractors, Verdi, Fiver, to bother you. You should never allow it, because if everyone agree with everything you say, you're in trouble. You're in deep, deep trouble. You would be almost like a cult leader. So I always welcome different views. Moti round the wicket, bowls to du Plessis, who bottom edge it. The return comes in at the bowler's end, misses. They go for 1. And so Flap du Plessis, they have to stretch right out. Has he injured himself? I hope not, though. The last time I watched Flap du Plessis bat at the Guyana Amazon, at this stadium, not the last time, I'm sorry, but I recall watching him made a brilliant 100 at this stadium. Guyana still went on to win the match because Gerbers also made 100 in the Guyana Amazon Warriors innings and won the match. But what a lovely delivery it was from Odin Simit. You know, Flap du Plessis, even on 100, Odin Simit was able to produce a sharp inducker that goes between bat and pad and knock back the stump of Flap du Plessis. He looks at him for a long time. I recall him looking at him and saying, where you get that from? Where that came from? It was such a nice delivery then by Simit. 19 for 1, Pretorius bowls to his fellow countryman du Plessis, who plays this away off the inner portion of the bat, down back with a square leg for another single. The score is now 20 for 1 after 3.1 overs. Du Plessis on 7 from 8 deliveries. Augustis on 1 from 3 deliveries. Jabbar Augustin is saying, Kings, it is possible, but not easy. I think so too. I think it is also possible. Definitely, I think so. I really believe it is possible. 20 for 1 after 3.1 overs. 20 for 1. Du Plessis on 7 from 8 deliveries. Pretorius comes in, bowl to Augusti. Lovely shot by the young man, pulled over deep mid-wicket for 6. It was short and he pulled it away, fairly flat, but it got the distance and it went over the rope for 6. No one there. Lovely shot. He played it early and he makes sure he hit it forward of square in the region of mid-wicket for 6 runs. Lovely shot. You could even say a wide long on, a deep wide long on. Hi. Pretorius comes in now, up over the wicket. Bowls to Augusti, who turned this away to the man at straight mid wicket, and there is no run. The score goes up to stay on 26 for 1 after 3.3 overs. 26 for 1. That was indeed a lovely shot. Let's watch Pretorius now as he comes in now to Augusti. 26 for 1. Augusti is on 7. So too is Duplessis. Over the wicket, bowls to Augusti, who drive down to the man on the cover boundary for a singer. The score goes up to 27 for 1. He moves up to 8. And Augusti is showing some intent here, which we love. We always love to see the intent. I think earlier Mikel had said, not Mikel Douglas, Mikel had said that the grass bank is full, although it's no longer grass bank. They have trampled on the grass and you can see bare dirt, but it's full. It's definitely full tonight. Over the wicket comes Pretorius, bowls to his fellow countryman Duplessis, who again misses. They go through again for another run. Let's watch the signal from the umpire. It's leg by, or is it by? By. 28 for 1. So Pretorius here just bowling a very nagging length. He will bowl to Augusti, who's on 8 from 6. 8 from 6. 28 for 1. One delivery to come in over number 4. As Pretorius now comes over the wicket, bowls to Augusti, who pulled away again. Same shot, one bounce this time, just short. Are they going to check it? I'm thinking it's just short. Lovely shot over deep mid wicket for 4. Lovely shot by the young man. That moves him up to 12. At the end of over number 4, the St. Lucia Kings are 32 for 1. Augusti is on 12. The batsman out. Johnson Charles for 12. 8-1-4 and 1-6. Flap Duplessis is on 7 from 9 deliveries. The Kings 32 for 1 after 4 overs. Envoy saying South Africa after South Africa. You are correct, the cult leader in us. You are correct. The cult leader in US as in serious trouble. Patrick Lambert. Yeah, man, I'm no cult leader. I don't expect everyone to agree with my opinions. I don't want that. What I want is for us to tolerate each other's views as long as it is not, over the top. Yes. Bowls to Duplessis and he hit this over the top, down towards long on, one bounce into the long on boundary for 4. So that was pitched up by Shepherd, and Duplessis says welcome to the crease as he hit it over long on, down to the boundary for 4. Good morning, George Davis. It's a pleasure having you here. Respect every time. George Davis is... I know 2 George Davis, Shepherd is it. Over the wicket, bowls to Duplessis, clipped away, down to the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary, who has work to do. He has to come to his left. That's Shimron Etmire. In the meantime, they go through for 2. The score now moves up now to 38 for 1 in over number 5. 2 deliveries have been bowled in over number 5 thus far. I think earlier someone said that this is a good batting pitch. It appears so. 38 for 1 after 4.2 overs. Duplessis on 13. Are we in for an interesting match? It's looked to be the sun is so hot that they are covering under the umbrella. Shepherd bowled to Duplessis, full toss, clipped away, high over square leg, onto the pavilion, 6 runs. So there was Shepherd bowling a full toss, a knee-height full toss, a juicy knee-height full toss, which Duplessis just clipped away over the boundary. I think it over backward square leg, but I would love to see the replay first to get my angles right. He's looking backward square leg, but I'm not seeing the angles right. I think it is He's looking backwards square leg, definitely. 6 more to Du Plessis. Shepherd bowl to Du Plessis again. Work this away. Pass the short fine leg. Down to the boundary for 4. More expensive over this by Shepherd. 16 out of it thus far. 4 deliveries have been bowled. 48 for 1 after 4.4 overs. Shepherd none for 16 from 4 deliveries. It's a good while I haven't seen Shepherd get some flogging, you know. Very, very good while. Because he bowled well in the South Africa series. And he bowled well thus far in the CPL. But he's getting some whipping in this over. It's a good while I've not seen him taken to the cleaners. Shepherd over the wicket, bowls to Du Plessis again. Beat the short fine leg as he pulled this away off his hip down to the boundary for 4 more. So it was short. It was really a nothing delivery. That was definitely a nothing delivery. And I think Shepherd has gone AY in this over. Not a good spell. Not a good over. A full toss which went for 6. Was that another full toss above the waist? I thought it was a short delivery. So it's going to be a no ball. So this will be the second full toss in the over. The first one was clearly below the knee. And I said I wasn't going to say anything more on that. But that's the point I'm making. The third umpire can always say, hold on. And I know that when it comes to the wayside full toss, it's always the third umpire that check. But they are working as a team. Shepherd over the wicket, bowls to Du Plessis, free hit. Hit it over long on. Let's see. Straight to the fielder. He didn't time it as well. And the return comes in from Jonas Sinclair. Probably got it high up on the bat. It was a slower delivery from Shepherd. He went into the pitch. He dragged down his fingers on it. 54 for 1 after 4.5 overs. Du Plessis all of a sudden has moved up to 28 from 15 deliveries. And Augustine's on 12 from 7. 22 runs from this over thus far from Shepherd. Over the wicket, bowls to Auguste, beaten outside the arch stump through to the keeper. Lovely delivery. A belated appeal there by Shepherd, nothing doing. At the end of over number 5, they are 54 for 1. The Guyana Amazon Warriors, on the other hand, were 49 for 1 after 5 overs. Match on. J.N. Barr Augustine is saying, great partnership between Etty and O. Was refreshing to see excellent strike rotation from West Indies batters. I've not seen that for a long time. Thank you for your comment, J.N. Barr Augustine. You are always welcome. Will you live stream the South Africa versus West Indies Women World Cup match? Yes, I will do the live watch along. And as you brought up that, the West Indies, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, they will play India in their first warm-up match. Is it 9 or 5? I think it's 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. They will play India in their first warm-up match. 1 of 2. The next warm-up match will be on Tuesday against Pakistan. On Thursday, I will pick my West Indies playing 11 for the first match against South Africa on Saturday morning. I think it's Saturday morning. I will give you some more information, but on Thursday, I will pick my playing 11. No CPL match will be going on Thursday, so I'll pick my West Indies playing 11 for that match. Moeen Ali comes in, bowls to Du Plessis, and Du Plessis drives over the top, down to long off for 4. Is it 4 or 6? It's very close. It's 1 bounce 4. I think it's 1 bounce 4. They are double checking it. It pitched up. He hit it over the top. It traveled a long way. Yes, 1 bounce 4. So the score will now move up to 58 for 1 in over number 6. This could be a belter here, you know. Du Plessis moves up to 32. Moeen Ali. Let's watch his risk here. His wrist. Bowls to Du Plessis, who swept, misses, through to the keeper, who took off the bails in a flash, but his foot was anchored and no damage done. 58 for 1 after 5.2 overs. So his foot was always anchored and no damage done. Halley bowls to Duplessis, who gave himself room, but mistime they pull and it goes back to the bowler down the onside of the pitch, and there is no run. After 5.3 overs, 58 for 1. The target is 208, but they're off to a fairly good start. Halley bowls to Duplessis, who's on the back foot, wait on it to come to him, turn it to the man at square leg, they go through for a quick single. That's Gerbers, who shied at the non-striker end, but they got home safely, and the score goes up to 59 for 1. Duplessis moves up to 33. Moeen Ali will bowl now to Auguste, who's on 12 from 8 deliveries. So let's watch. As he's going to come in now to bowl to Auguste. So there's a 4-fielder. So there's a short third man, there's a backward point, there's a cover point, there's an extra cover and a long off. There's a man at as wideish mid-on, a man backward a square leg. Ali bowls, he popped this in the air. Morty comes in from backward point and took the catch as the young man looked to turn the ball spinning away from him. The off break to the left-hander, which is turning away from him. He looked to turn it into the onside. It took the leading edge. It goes high in the air. Morty came in from backward point, took a comfortable catch. At the end of over number 6, Auguste goes for 12 from 9 deliveries. That's a strike rate of 133.33, 1614, and the young man is gone. And the St. Lucia Kings are 59 for 2 at the end of over number 6. Is the end of the over, or there's one delivery to come? I think there's one delivery to come. It's one delivery to come. Probably was just ahead of myself there just now, but one delivery to come in the over. So that is the final delivery of the power play, and so Auguste looking to turn that one into the onside and was out. It came off the leading edge and went high in the air, and there was definitely an easy catch. Easy catch for Gudakesh Morty coming in from backward point. So who will be the new batsman? We'll just check in and waiting for the new batsman. Let me come to your comment. Maybe in the meantime, I should definitely come to your comment. Jane Bar Augustine is saying that Shepherd hasn't bowled for a long time because of injury. Didn't Shepherd bowl 3 overs against the Barbados Royals and took 1 for 28? It was a poor over, Augustine. Don't do that. It was a poor over. Don't come with the excuse, man. It was a poor over. It was a poor over. There's no need for excuse. It was a poor over. He did bowl 3 overs against the Barbados Royals. Can anyone confirm it? And he took 1 for 28. Going good, Kings. Yes, Jabbar Augustine. They are going good. Yes. And so Envoy saying, please, Faf, don't throw it away when you're playing like this. Well, he's not going to throw it away. There's something that held up the play. I think, was it that somebody seemed to have taken a bathroom break? Chase really need an innings, Chase bowls to Chase, and he edged this away. Down to third man. Chase here for Imran Tayer. Will he get to it? Oh, he can't. No, it's Reefer. It was Reefer. For a moment there, I thought it was Imran Tayer. But definitely the person struggling off it, it was Reefer. 63 for 2 at the end of the power play. So Reefer there, because and why I thought it was Imran Tayer, look at Reefer goes. He's really struggling. So you thought it was an older person. You never know it was a younger person. It's when he fell and you saw his face, you realize that really it was Reefer. Wow, he looks slow there. Moeen Ali cannot believe. 63 for 2 at the end of over number 6. Imran Tayer comes into the attack. So at the end of the power play, 63 for 2. So 2 wickets went down in the power play for 63 runs. Who's going to win this match? There's a poll going on. Let me see. I'm going to check on the poll. I think there's a poll going on. So it has come down from 77% to 69%. So there are some more St. Lucia fans who believe in now that St. Lucia Kings do have a chance. Oh, George Davis from Los Angeles, from LA. Okay, George, welcome, man. I appreciate you. Tayer bowls to Flap the place, who gave himself room, then cuts it into the offside, and the return comes in. He cannot back it up, and they will go through for a singer. So one overthrow there. So the fielder came around. Who was that fielder? Shy at the non-striker end. Imran Tayer lazily put down his hand, missed the return, and it goes into the deep for a single, 64 for 2 after 6.1 over. So Ruston chases it. So Sheo just making some adjustment here now. Just pointing out something. And as I said, Chase had a wonderful World Cup. To me, Chase was the player of the West Indies for the World Cup. But against South Africa, he never done so well. And his name is not being called a lot in this CPL. Therefore, he really needs an innings. He went for the reverse sweep, their chance. Oh, wide of Kima Paul. He moves up to 5. The score moves up to 65 for 2. First delivery from Imran Tayer and Chase pulling out the reverse sweep. What confidence. 65 for 2. The Plessis on 34 from 20 deliveries. Tayer comes into the Plessis, down the pitch, drive, through the offside, down towards the cover boundary. Work for Gurbas. He done it well, sends the return in at the bowler end. And again, Imran Tayer failed to collect, and they will go through for 2. Imran Tayer is giving away runs off his own bowling. There's an easy one. Gurbas did very well on the cover boundary. Flap the Plessis was looking the 2. Imran Tayer failed to collect, and then the second run was on as the return came into the striker's end. Is that Ashmead Ned in the crowd there? Probably. The Plessis is on 36 from 21 deliveries. Chase is on 5 from 2 deliveries, 67 for 2. Bowls to the Plessis, who places into the offside, goes through for a quick singer. I don't think they're going to send the return to Imran Tayer this time, have they? Yes, they sent it to him this time, but they lob it. They underarm lob it into his hand so that he can't miss it this time. Chase is it now to face up to Tayer. Over the wicket comes in, bowls. So Chase is bowled. The googly right between bat and pad. Chase going back, never picked the googly, and it came back and knocked back the half stump. And Imran Tayer have picked up on yet another wicket. And he runs to his fans at the grass bank and did that salute. That's what's his name, Ronaldo salute to the players at the grass bank. The Plessis is distraught. Jane Barr, Romario Shepherd bowled in the last match on Thursday. Or was it Wednesday? Wednesday against the Barbados Royals, he bowled 3 overs and he got 1 for 28. I think the 2 most important wickets will be Faf and Tim Seifert, said Michael Douglas. And Richard Sadiq, once Faf remain, their St. Lucia Kings will win. A lot of persons will believe so, you know. Faf is the main wicket here. And Mr. Casanova is saying that, yes, Chase is gone. The googly got him. They have to go at 10 runs per over, and they will win easily. So 68 for 3. Aaron Jones, the Barbadian who played for the USA in the World Cup and played a sensational innings. Watch that googly go. Look at the back of the arm. You saw the back of the arm? Didn't Chase saw the back of the arm? You know, once you see the back of the arm, you know it's the googly. The leg break, you see here pointing towards When he's bowling the leg break, you're going to see the palm of the hand. When he comes around now, that's the time you know it's a googly. It was clear as day. We have to learn to pick those, man. Brian Moore is saying Chase bowled like a dunce. Wow. And I was making the point, there's no doubt in my mind that if I have to vote for the West Indies player of the World Cup, I would have gone with Chase. He has not played well since. And Tyre comes in now, bowls to the new batsman that looks to be Aaron Jones. Yes, Aaron Jones, he defends back down the pitch. The bowler fielding his follow through. 68 for 3 after 7 overs. 68 for 3. I am not going to drop a player after one poor series, especially he has done well in the World Cup. He never done well against South Africa, but I can't drop a player after one series in which he never done well. Especially he was the outstanding player at the World Cup, in my opinion. King should pull a victory with about an over to spare. Patrick Lambert, that is nice. But Emmanuel Cummins come back and say Guyana will win. And this is the beauty of different opinions. That's the beauty of different opinions. We all don't think alike. We all don't see things alike, you know. And so that's the beauty. Gudakesh Motie comes into Faf du Plessis, uses his feet. Motie followed him. He played it down to long on for a comfortable single. 69 for 3 after 7.1 overs. 7.1 overs. So Charles gone for 12, Augusti for 12, and Chase for 5. Du Plessis not out, 38 from 23. Jones only faced one delivery. This will be second delivery now as Gudakesh Motie, the highly rated West Indies left-arm orthodox spinner out of Guyana, comes in round the wicket, bowls to Jones. Jones gave himself room, but Motie, the wily left-arm spinner that he is, followed Jones. He played it to Edmire at the edge of the circle. There is no run. Comes in, bowl to Jones again, looking to give himself room. Again, Gudakesh Motie followed him. This time he managed to play it down to long on for a singer. The score moves up to 70 for 3 after 7.3 overs. How many is it that the St. Lucia King can chase from the last 5 overs? Can they get 70 from the last 5 overs? Motie bowl to Flap du Plessis down the pitch. Cannot beat Edmire at short extra cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 70 for 3. So it was down the pitch there. And Motie really bowling well here now. The required run rate has gone up after 11. Bowls to Flap du Plessis, who gave himself room. Motie fired in the Yorker. He managed able to drive it down to the fielder wide of long off. That's Shepherd for a singer. The score is now 71 for 3. One delivery to come in over number 8. Round the wicket, Motie bowl to Aaron Jones, look to pull, taken on the body. It goes to the man at first slip, Moeen Ali, and there's no run. The score is 71 for 3. That's the end of Motie third over. 1 for 17 after 3 overs. Good going by the West Indies left-arm orthodox spinner. Not out on 39 is Flap du Plessis from 25 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 sixes. Aaron Jones 1 from 4 deliveries. Gudakesh Motie 3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 17. Dwayne Pretorius 2 overs, no maiden, none for 17. Romario Shepherd 1 over for 22 runs. Moeen Ali 1 over, 1 for 9. Imran Tayer 1 over, 1 for 6. Was it 6 or 7 out of the over? Don't quite remember, but we're going to see now the start of over number 9. Imran Tayer bowls to Flap du Plessis, who drives wide of the field at cover point. The fielder comes in off the cover boundary, but they are back for 2. The score moves up now to 73 for 2, 73 for 3. I'm sure the Kings and their supporters would have loved if it was 73 for 2, but nonetheless, the Guyana Amazon Warriors struck. And remind you, both of these teams are unbeaten in their last 3 matches. So one team today will face defeat for the first time. You know, It's very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I know the Trinbago Knight Riders would not want the Guyana Amazon Warriors to win this match. Bowls to Flap du Plessis, who pull this down to long on just short of the fielder coming in. Should he have made an effort? He should have made an effort. Nonetheless, they got a single 42 now to du Plessis. That was, who was it that was coming in there? Was it Edmeyer on the long on boundary? No, is it? Who was it? Yes, it was Edmeyer. Probably could have dived. Don't know. Probably just dropped short. I think he made good ground coming in, but just could not get there. Imran Tayer bowls to Jones, who flashes at this one. He's out stump. And Flap du Plessis saying, what you doing? Have you played it? And he said, no, I didn't play it. Sheo, who whipped off the bails. But the decision was given by the standing umpire, who is Brathwaite, who suggests to me that he gave him out caught behind. But Aaron Jones is saying that he didn't play it and he has reviewed it. So let's see what will happen, because Flap du Plessis asked him what happened and he shook his head and said, no, I didn't play it. I hope he's not lying to the captain. So let's watch that go. Or did he overbalance and out stump? I'm watching the foot. The foot seemed to be still in the crease. He didn't even look back. So, yes, he played it. So why did he tell the captain he didn't play it? Is there so much noise being made that he didn't realize that he nicked it? So good decision, Gregory Brathwaite. That's a fine nick. And Gregory Brathwaite spotted it. Well done, young man. Well done. Well done. Good decision there by Gregory Brathwaite. I call it as I see it. It was a good decision. So you say good decision. It's a poor decision, you say poor decision. Some persons don't like when you say poor decision. It's like they want you to see a poor decision and they want you to call it a good decision. Can't happen. Not with me. I'm going to call it how I see it. The no ball was a terrible decision. Poor. It's a line call. You can't make those decisions, man. Especially in slow motion. That was a poor decision. That was a brilliant decision just now by Gregory Brathwaite. Brilliant. If you try to distort the fact, your credibility go out of the window. You know, so don't distort the fact. No, don't distort the fact. Never. So definitely clearly know that the St. Lucia Kings are probably the wicket of Flap du Plessis is even more important now. So Tim Seifert come to the wicket. Michael Douglas said that this is a big partnership. Good decision, Gregory Brathwaite. Poor decision though from Aaron. You can't lie to your captain, man. Don't lie to your captain. I'm gonna check on the live poll now to see what it is saying, and that has gone up back to 69. No, it was at 69. It was at 69. Tayer comes in, bowls to Seifert, who plays forward, places out into the offside, and there is no run, so the score remains at 74 for 4. So it remains at 69. The live ball has remained at 69. There's a slip and a leg slip. Ball to Cypher, who defends. The score remains at 74 for 4 with one delivery to come in over number 9. 74 for 4 with one delivery to come in over number 9. Seifert, Seckers. Tayer comes in, bowl to Seifert. Yorker, he dug it out down to long on for a single. The score moves up to 75 for 4 at the end of over number 9. So 75 for 4 at the end of over number 9. So 69% of you believe that the Guyana Amazon Warriors will win. Flap du Plessis on 42 from 27 deliveries. And Tim Seifert, the New Zealander, were in big trouble against Sri Lanka and are about to lose that series by 2-0. They are 199 for 5 in their second innings, still following on because they batted poorly in the first innings. I didn't like the way that New Zealand batted in the first innings. I think they tried to counter-attack and were bowled out within 40 overs. I think they made 88 all out or something like that. But they were bowled out within 40 overs. And naturally, if you're bowled out within 40 overs, you're going to ask to follow on. If they had juked their way to 120 from 60, 65 overs, they would not have been asked to follow on. Du Plessis swept that one to the man at short fine leg and he's out. And the Kings are falling apart here now as Imran Tayer moved smartly to his left and took the catch. Moeen Ali bowled to Du Plessis, who swept it. It goes to the left of Imran Tayer. He moves smartly. And so is it Du Plessis or is it Tim Seifert? It's Tim Seifert, you know. I got that wrong. Sorry, Du Plessis. Sorry, Envoy. Sorry about that, Envoy. I'm really sorry about that. And then the Singh is saying that Guyana all the way. It looks so definitely look that way now. 75 for 5. I really don't see the Kings winning from here. And they're going to take the drinks break. So the good thing about, no, not the good thing. Well, it's good thing from my prediction point of view. With this win, it means therefore that the Guyana Amazon Warriors and the St. Lucia Kings will finish first and second. In my assessment, I don't think, well. You know, I have to watch because if the defeat is so big, it will bring the run rate down where the net run rate down where Trinbago Knight Riders will have a chance. I think at this time, going into this match, St. Lucia Kings has a net run rate of close to 1. I think somewhere about 9.6 or thereabout. They have a run rate of close to 1, 9.6. While the Trinbago Knight Riders have a run rate of 0.09. So that's something that the St. Lucia Kings need to be looking at now and need to ensure that they bat out these 20 overs. So if I was in the St. Lucia Kings dugout, I'll be saying now to Fab Du Plessis, don't go for the win. It doesn't matter if we finish first or second. You no longer need to go for the win. What you need to ensure is that our net run rate is of such that it make it impossible for the Trinbago Knight Riders to surpass us in second position. That should be the thought process. The thought process right now is to bat out the overs, get up to about 150, 160, or even 170 to do net run rate damage control right now. Because you really want to be playing that first qualifier. You don't want to be playing against the Barbados Royals on Tuesday. Albeit it appears that you have the Royals ticket, but you don't want to be playing against them on Tuesday. So you must do net run rate damage control. Troy Myers is confident. He's saying that Guyana Amazon Warriors all the way in 2024. Well, I picked them to win the tournament, but I'm sure the other teams will have a say. But this should be the approach now of the St. Lucia Kings. Net run rate damage control. You don't want to lose so badly to give the Trinbago Knight Riders a chance to finish second. You don't want to be depending on Guyana Amazon Warriors to beat Trinbago Knight Riders in that last match. Because I definitely think that Trinbago Knight Riders are going to win tomorrow night. yes, that's my prediction for tomorrow night, that the Trinbago Knight Riders will do the double over Guyana in the regular season. That's my prediction. I definitely think that they're going to win. And my main reason for that is that I think that this day game is going to take so much out of the Guyana Amazon Warriors players. Maybe they will rotate tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow we'll see persons like Kevin Sinclair, Shamar Joseph probably need a blow tomorrow night before going into the playoffs, because definitely their best team include Shamar Joseph. And so they probably rotate tomorrow. You'll probably see Kevin Sinclair, Shamar Joseph, and some other players in the squad. You may see the young man, what's his name? Stump. Miss Stump him. So there was Weez coming down the pitch. So they probably don't got the message that I sent. Coming down the pitch, beaten by the drifter. And there was easy stumping, but he missed it. He dropped the ball. David Weez got a chance to come back in their crease. There's no chance trying to win this match. Just do run rate damage control. That one came back, struck him outside the arse stump. And Moeen Ali really bowling a good spell here now. 2 for 9 from 1.3 overs. He's really getting some purchase on that delivery. Good catch by Imran Tayer. And as usual, he ran away. Bowls to Weez, who padded this down to backward square leg for a single. The score is now 76 for 5. 2 deliveries to come in over number 10. And I really think that should be the approach. Run rate damage control. You don't want to let the Trinbago Knight Riders have a sniff of qualifying second. Beaten outside the arse stump through to the keeper, and there is no run. So he's not turning faff. Well, he's really mixing up. He's turning some, he's not turning some. That one just goes on with the arm. Let's see now. Comes in now. Ali over the wicket, bowls to Fluff. That one turns just ever so slightly, and Faf du Plessis plays it down to a wideish long on for a single. He moves up to 43. The St. Lucia Kings move up to 77 for 5 at the end of over number 10. No, at the end of over number 10. Mikel is saying wickets have tumbled down. Yes, they have. They have definitely have. Just a quick point there that New Zealand got bowled out for in 39 overs. I don't quite remember how many they were bowled out for. I think it's 88, but they got bowled out in 39 overs. Are they about less than 40 overs they got bowled out for, right? And they made 88. As Imran Tayer comes in now, bowls to Flap du Plessis, drives to the fielder at the edge of the circle, that's Moeen Ali, and they cannot score. If they came out and was playing attacking, trying to counter-attack the spin bowlers from Sri Lanka. Down the pitch come du Plessis, and he drives down to long on the fielder, dive and stopped it, and they will come back for 2. Good work there by Kevin Sinclair on the long off boundary. He's on the field for who's he on the field from? So 2 more runs to Flap du Plessis. Good work nonetheless by Kevin Sinclair on the long off boundary. So du Plessis will now move up to 46, is it? 45. 45 from 31 deliveries. Imran Tayer in his third over, 2 for 11 thus far. Wide outside the half stump, wide signal 80 for 5 after 10.2 overs. Flap du Plessis remains on 45. They're playing cat and mouse here. Imran Tayer throw that one upside, throw that one wide outside the half stump. Believe that du Plessis is going to chip. Short, and he cuts it away. Cannot beat backward point, and there is no run. The score remains at 80 for 5 after 10.3 overs. Du Plessis is on 45. Imran Tayer whistling through his overs. He's up, ball to du Plessis. Again, short outside the half stump. Du Plessis cannot beat Moeen Ali at the edge of the circle, and the score remains at 80 for 5. So Shea Hope leading in the fantasy player in this match, most points. David Weese is close on its heels, though. Should David Weese probably get 50 or 55, or Shimron Etmire took a few catches, then it will be very interesting. I don't Flap the place. You'll probably have to make 100 to go past Shea Hope, I think, which is capable. There are still 9.2 overs remaining. 45 is in down the pitch, and he hit it over Imran Tayer head, dead straight, one bounce 4. He moves up now to 49. So there was Flap the Place using his feet, getting down to the pitch of the delivery, and hit it dead straight over Imran Tayer head for 4 runs, moving up to 49. He's one away from another half century in the CPL. Nimble on his feet there. Assure Envoy is feeling very happy. Tayer comes in short to the Plessis, who played this away. This time he pierced the gap down to the field on the cover boundary. That's his half century. 50 from 35 delivery. Flap the Plessis. Another good innings from the St. Lucia Kings captain, and he has been a stalwart of this St. Lucia Kings franchise for so many years. Really have been a loyal servant. 50 from 35 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6, and after 11 overs they are 85 for 5. Try saying chicken curry tomorrow night. Guyana Amazon Warriors all the way. Thank you, Mikel, for confirming that it's 88. Thank you. Keith, thank you. Troy, I think it will be curry chicken tomorrow night, as we do in Jamaica and as they do in Trinidad. You know, I just want to give my opinion, a quick opinion on the New Zealand approach. I think their approach of trying to counterattack and getting bowled out in less than 40 overs, it was always going to be clear. I need some of those Eldorado rum, when I'm doing my live stream. Eldorado need to give me a sponsorship to do this live stream. Guyanese, you need to contact Eldorado for me, Because if I have, imagine how nice, imagine the things that I would be saying if I was drinking some Eldorado instead of this big glass of water. Imagine. Imagine those things. Those people who want me to be banned. Maybe I will be 86 for 5, 51. Moin Ali bowls to David Weese, who looks to reverse sweep. The slip move across to his right, and he played it between the slip and the keeper down to the boundary for 4. 90 for 5. So it came off the gloves. He looks to reverse sweep. It came off the gloves between the slip and the keeper down to the third man boundary for 4. 90 for 5. 11.2 overs have been bowled. Weese is on 5. Duplessis on 51. Moin Ali comes in, bowls to Weese, and he swept this slug sweep down towards mid-wicket for a single. That's Gerbers. I think that's Gerbers. He sends the return in, and the score is now 91 for 5. You can imagine the things that Keith Aaron, my friend. You can imagine the things that I'd be saying. Long time not seen or hear, Keith Aaron. Welcome, man. Always Robin Singh. As Ali bowls to Fap the Plessis, who places out into the covers for another single, the score moves up to 92 for 5. 2 deliveries to come in over number 12. Keith Aaron is saying, any coffee today? Well, Keith Aaron, I need some Eldorado, Keith Aaron. I'm switched from coffee now. Mikel said 153 needed from 54 deliveries. Is it 54? 48? It's 49. Okay, this was earlier. Yes, it was earlier. 123. So they need 14. 114 needed now from 49 deliveries. Any coffee today? Comes in, bowl off the back foot, goes Weese, but cannot beat the man at cover, and there is no run. Yes, New Zealand 88 and 1, 99 for 5 at the end of day 3. Yes, Patrick Lambert. Thank you for confirming that. But the point I wanted to make, though, and thank you for reminding me, because I've been trying to make the point a long time. is that New Zealand was asked to follow on because they counterattack and were bowled out for 83 in their first innings in less than 40 overs. If they had drooped their way, to say 150 from 75 overs, New Zealand, they would not have been asked to follow on, because the Sri Lankan bowlers would have been tired. And not being asked to follow on would have given them a better chance of saving the match. So I think the approach of them going very hard backfired in the first innings. And they went hard again in the second innings, because I think they were scoring over 4 runs and over in the second innings. So I guess they are going to die by that approach. But I don't necessarily agree with that approach in the first innings. So Shea Hope is appealing. It probably came off the pad. Shea Hope believes that it came off something. He's going down to Gudakesh Moti. He gave him the ball. He's saying to Imran Tayer, let's see what they will do. There's no timer. They're having a discussion and they have gone for the replay. So the Guyana Amazon have replayed it. Flap du Plessis is saying that he doesn't touch it. And he can't be lying to himself. Is this another brilliant decision here by Keith Aaron? Say, Keith Aaron, it says curry chicken in Trinidad, Carlton. Yes, I know. That's what I said. I said that it's off the pad. Brilliant decision again by Gregory Brathwaite. He's getting some good decision here after that blunder early on. But he's getting some good decision. Clearly missing the bat and came off the pad. It missed the bat by a mile. It missed the bat by a mile, man. That little jerk you see is not has anything to the bat. Comes off. I know Keith Aaron, but I was making the point that it is also curry chicken in Jamaica also. And I think tomorrow night it will be curry chicken will rule in Guyana. Those are my opinions. So let's watch this delivery from Moti. It's final over, 1 for 17 thus far. Balls to du Plessis, who off the back foot played a wide delivery down to the field and the cover boundary for a singer. The score moves up to 95 for 5 after 2 deliveries in over number 13. So Keith Aaron is saying, Carlton, I suggest Trinidad punch and rum. No problem, Keith Aaron. Just get them to sponsor the show and send on some rum. I'll drink it live. So Wheeze Seckers as Moti comes in, round the wicket, balls to Wheeze. He is high in the air. Let's see if it got the distance to feel like desperate effort by Shimron Etmire, but it went for 6. It was high in the air and it went just over the head of Shimron Etmire. The thing is that because it went so high in the air, as we see there now, it was always going to take the catch because it go high in the air, so it's going to come down like this. Moti bowls to Wheeze, taken on the pad, loud appeal. It said that he got a hedge onto it. I think that it looks very close, but I think Moti is saying that he got a hedge onto it. Oh, they have gone for it. I think this one is very close, I think this one is very close. I think he's out. Well, let's watch the replay. I think Wheeze is out. So while they go for it, because the ball went high in the air, although it is dropping just over the boundary, it comes down like this. So it's always getting too hard for the fielder to take the catch. If it was going like this, it would be better, but it came down like this. And that's what happened there. I think he's out. Oh, maybe pitch outside leg, Is this another brilliant decision by Brathwaite? The only thing can save him here is that unless it pitch outside leg. Because as my initial suggestion that it is out. Because I think that ball is heading towards off stump. Oh, it pitched in line. He's out. Yes, man. As I said, it was very close. It was very close. And so they have lost their 6th wicket. And so I know that there's celebration. The flight from Trinidad to Guyana is what? 101, 15 minutes? 101, 9 minutes to be exact, I think. The flight time from Trinidad. How it goes? I think the flight time from Guyana to Trinidad is 1 hour and 15 minutes. But the flight time from Trinidad to Guyana is 1 hour and 9 minutes, 1 hour and 9 minutes. It has something to do with the North Atlantic trade wind and all of those things, why it is 6 minutes quicker coming from Guyana going towards Trinidad. It has something to do with wind and all of that. So it's just about an hour flight. And so they probably have landed already they would have come in on the early morning flight. They certainly would not have flown in last night, not looking to come in tonight, unless it's a chartered flight, maybe bringing in the entire media crew and everybody, because, yes, and the Royals would be coming. So it's probably a chartered flight. It's probably a chartered flight, so the one flight just bringing everyone. So they would have already arrived in Guyana, and I know the Trinbago Knight Riders are very happy to see the St. Lucia Kings capitulating like this, no doubt about it. Because they want to know that when they go in the match tomorrow night, if they win, they will qualify second. And they cannot surpass the St. Lucia Kings on points, but if the victory is very wide today, they will have a chance to do so. Emmanuel Cummins is saying, when I come to Jamaica again, I'll bring you a bottle of El Dorado. Well done, man. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. Down the leg side, wide signal, 102 for 6 in over number 13. 2 to come. Yes, Keith Aaron, thank you for the lesson. Bowls to Descartes, forward defense, down back the pitch. The bowler fielding his follow through, 102 for 6 after 12.5 overs. Duplessis playing alone, and here he's on 53. Moti comes in, bowl to Descartes, quicker delivery, turn it away. Down back with a square leg. They've gone for 1, they will come back for 2. Despite the best effort of the fielder coming off the backward square leg boundary, Shea Up think he has him, but I think that Descartes is comfortable in. They're going to go upstairs, but I definitely think that he's comfortable in. Kirk Tamute, long time don't see you, man. Long time don't see you. Kirk Tamute, I love the controversy, you know, man. So when you're not here there, you know, with no controversy, I love the where's Sherwin? Michael Douglas, where's Sherwin? The controversial persons are not here today. Mr. Cricket Forum, I guess Ed Meyer is back in the West Indies ODI and T20 squad for Sri Lanka. No doubt, he earned it. But he was always in the T20 squad, Kirk Tamute. Will he be in the ODI squad? I'll be picking both squad on Monday. You can join me then. But Ed Meyer was a part of the World Cup squad. He was a part of the squad that played against South Africa. And he did well in that match. I think he played one match against South Africa when they were rotating. And so they rotated out Rutherford for Ed Meyer. So he was always in the squad. And the innings against South Africa, and plus how well he's doing in the CPL, there's no reason why he shouldn't be in the squad. Sheldon Smith is saying, welcome, Sheldon. Yes, Sheldon Smith. I think this Sheldon Smith from the USA. He has a jacket and he's nice, you know, he looks like a preacher. Welcome, Sheldon. Good to have you here, man. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. I know I have a tick in your book, you know. Trevor Sinclair bowls to the place who works this away down to deep mid wicket for a single. It's 105 for 6 after 1 delivering over number 14. For crowd support, either Trinidad or Guyana must play in every match. You know, but they have the 2 biggest crowd support. Look at that crowd on a Saturday morning in Guyana. You know, I had said some time ago, or is it in my video description? It's probably in my video description that I was not expecting this crowd here on a Saturday morning. I definitely was not expecting it. but it's a massive crowd as Juna Sinclair comes round the wicket, bowls to Descartes, who plays his true forward a square leg. They're gone for one. Will they come back for two or will they second one? The stump are off. The bails are off. What happened there? Has he trampled on his stump? Yes, he has trampled on his stump. He have gone too far back on his stump. So Juna Sinclair picking up a wicket. Yes, Descartes going way back in his crease, and he trampled on his stump and he's out. It wicket. Oh my. Shadrach Descartes trampled on his own stump. You know, he can be frustrated with himself as much as he wants. He can be angry with himself as much as he wants. But that's one dismissal that is avoidable. That's a dismissal that is always avoidable. Oh man. So you can be upset as much as you want, Descartes. You can be frustrated as much as you want, but it's your fault. It's your game, your position and awareness. Well, I say lack of position and awareness that costs you the wicket. So there's Flap du Plessis now having a long chat with Alzarri Joseph. The same thing that I was speaking about for probably 3-4 overs ago. Probably Darren Sammy of this person is probably listening to me, or they have their person listening to me somewhere and said, you need to look at this. And so it probably just finally filter to them that they need to make sure that they protect the net run rate. And I've been saying that such a long time. So Sheldon, you know, Juna Sinclair bowls to Joseph down the leg side, wide signal, 106 for 7 after 13.2 overs. Yes, man, the crowd support in Trinidad and Guyana have been great. Over the wicket, bowl short, cut away, down to backward point there. Singer, the score moves up to 6, 107 for 7 after 13.3 overs. Yes, I would say the biggest crowd comes out in Trinidad and Guyana, no doubt about that. But that crowd on the Saturday night, was it the Saturday night when the Warriors beat the Kings at St. Lucia? That was also a massive crowd, and I think at the Kensington Oval there were some very good crowds there also. I think the Falcons and the Kings, the Falcons and the Patriots, those crowds could have been better, but I guess it's because of the losing records that those teams has. But overall, the crowds at the CPL are far much bigger, far much. There's not, when compared to the World Cup, you cannot compare them. There's no comparison. Sinclair over the wickets, bowls to Alzarri Joseph, who pushes at a wide one outside the off stump, and there is no run. No need to push at that. Either you hit it or you leave it alone. Sir Carlton, batsmen no longer have patience playing too many T20 games. That is what is happening to New Zealand. Thank you very much for your views. Off the back foot goes Joseph, but cannot beat Etmire short extra cover, and there is no run. At the end of over number 14 is 108 for 7. Du Plessis is on 55 from 41. Joseph is on 1 from 3. Thank you. Keith Aaron is like, where is Basil Jr.? Seem he is not dependable as Basil Senior. You know, when the Camindo Mendes, who now has the record for the most consecutive half centuries, of going past 50 on the most consecutive times in Test cricket since the start of his career. So he has played 8 Test matches and he has passed 50 on all 8 Test matches, scoring 5 centuries along the way, including a big 182 not out in the ongoing Test match here. But on that chart, Basil Butcher Jr. is in 4th position. He scored 50 or more in his first 6 test matches, which is very good. Very, very good. I never knew that before the chart came up, and before they were showing the chart showing that Mendes is now the sole holder of the record. There's one person who's on 7th, I think is a Pakistani, and then Basil Butcher and somebody else tie for 3rd. Kirk Community said, busy with work, my friend Mr. Carlton, trying to get rich or chase to it, lol. Yes, that's very good. That's very good. I love when I've always said it. I always said it. The richer people around you are, the richer you will be. It's natural. The richer people around you are, the more successful people around you are. You will automatically realize that you need to put in the work to become successful. Let me give you this is the example that I always use as they are talking on the field. And I see a lot of comments, and I'm coming to them. If you are running a tire shop in a community, you are running a tire shop, would you prefer every person living in that community to have a car? Or would you have a motor vehicle, should say? Or you would prefer only quarter of them have a motor vehicle? Which one will benefit you more? So if everybody in the community have motor vehicles, you are going to have more work. So you are going to naturally improve. And that's the example I always use. So the richer people around you are, the richer you will become. The more successful people around you are, the more successful you will become. As Tyre comes in, balls to flap, who plays this into the offside, and there is no run. Sheldon Summit, welcome, man. Sheldon Summit from Trinidad. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure having you here. I look forward to your comments. I see some persons now. Imran Tyre balls to flap the place. You whip this away down to long on. This is the final over of Tyre's spell. 109 for 7. He has so far bowled 3.2 overs, and I've gotten 2 for 21. I think it's 2 for 21. Just waiting for it to come up. Du Plessis is on 56 though. Alzari Joseph is on 1. 109 for 7 and over number 15. That's Joseph Seckers. Shea Oak just stopping him and just bringing I think Kevin Sinclair, a look finer at backward point. Tyre comes in, bowls to Joseph, and Joseph drive inside portion of the bat onto his pad. There is no run. The score remains at 109 for 7. So Imran Tyre, 3.3 overs, 2 for 21. That's what I'm thinking. I've not seen it yet. Tyre, the slip goes in, bowls to Joseph, who didn't pick the googly, but because he's watching the ball so clear, so close, he was able to get back onto it as it runs out to the man at backward point, and there is no run. He didn't pick the googly again. That looks more like the flipper. On second look, it looks more like the flipper. The close-up of the wrist looks like the flipper. Two deliveries to come. Tyre comes in, bowls to Joseph, and that one definitely the googly. But again, Joseph is watching it very closely. Inside edge, down to a short fine leg. They go through for a single. 110 for 7. 110 for 7. That definitely was the googly. Yes, and it went a long way. It went a long way, but good watching there from Joseph. Appreciate you, Sheldon Summit. Really appreciate you. 110 for 7. 1 to coming over number 15. Tyre final over. He's up, bowls to Fap the place, who gave himself room and plays it to Ali at the edge of the circle, and they go through for a single. So at the end of the over is 111 for 7. Du Plessis is on 52. Alzari Joseph is on 2. Imran Tyre has bowled 4 overs. No maiden, 2 for 20. So 2 for 20 from his 4 overs. As I saw Sheldon there, and I said Kirk Amute, And I love that, because I realize now that the controversy is coming back, and I always love it. I always love the banter. I always appreciate the banter. Good day to you, Vincent. Thank you, Mikel. Please, he hit. Oh, you are saying that he hit the wicket. I thought you were saying hit the like button. So I just used the opportunity. Yes, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. And as I said, we need to get up to 17,000 before the end of this show. 111 for 7. It's going to be Moeen Ali, 2 for 20 from 3 overs. Comes in, bowls to Duplessis, who's off the back foot, plays it down to the field and the cover boundary for a singer. The score goes up to 112 for 7. They are off Nelson. Kirkham is saying, is Juna Sinclair and Kevin Sinclair family? I think when I checked, I was told no. But if anyone in the chat can just clear up that for us, please. So please clear it up if you can. I really look forward to it. So Joseph is on 2. Moeen Ali comes into Joseph. He's forward. They look for a singer. It's not on. Etmire swoops in from cover, sends the return into the bowler, into the wicket keeper, Shea Oak, and there is no run. Mikel said, exactly, just bat out the overs. Yes, indeed. So Joseph off the back foot plays it to Juna Sinclair in the cover, and again, there is no run. Mikel is saying that was a big crow that night in St. Lucia. Yes, it was. It was definitely. Ali bowls to Joseph forward, plays it to the man at cover, and again, there is no run. 112 for 7. Bowls to Joseph, who plays this away to the man at backward point. Imran Tayer was on the bounce. It traveled far away in the air, but on the bounce there. So 1 delivery to come, 3.5 overs, 2 for 21, with 1 delivery to come in a spell. This is over number 16. I think they're going to bat the next 2 overs, and then they try to get as many runs as possible from the last 2 overs. Ali bowls to Joseph, and Joseph defends. Down back the pitch, and there is no run. So Moeen Ali, 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 21. The Guyana Amazon Warriors made 207. In reply, the St. Lucia Kings are 112 for 7. So Brian Moore think that Dreyros should retire, and that is Etienne Hope time. Those are your views, but I don't think that it's one or the other. I think that both can happen, and I will never call for a player to retire. I will never do that. That is not something that I will do. And if Russell think that he should retire, then so be it. But I'll never call for a player to retire. And I'm also of the opinion that all 3 of them can play in the West Indies team. So I don't think that Dreyros has to retire for Etienne Hope. And Brian Moore, look at it this way. What Etienne Hope need to do, as Pretorius bowls to his fellow countryman who slapped this away down to the cover fielder, they go for 1 and they come back for 2, 114 for 7. And this goes for any player, but since those are the 3 names that come up, this goes for any player. You must never wait on someone in the West Indies team to retire to get into the West Indies team. Your performance, you must make your bat talk. Or if you're a bowler, you must make your ball talk. So that it is not a case that is you or the other player. It is you and whosoever else. You understand? Over the wicket comes Pretorius, bowl to Duplessis, who slap this away, down to cover again. They will get 1 this time. And so 1 more to the total. He moves up to 61. It shouldn't be like, I need that person to stop so that I get in the team. No, man. You should make your performance be of such. Your performance should talk for you so that your performance is at such a high standard that it is you and whosoever else them pick. Over the wicket, bowls outside the half stump to Alzari Joseph. He cuts this away down to the fielder on the cover boundary, and they get another single. It's now 117 for 7. Okay, so that's a question for Sheldon to answer. And Brian Moore, thank you very much. Brian Moore is saying that the Sinclairs are not family. That's what I was told. Thank you for confirming. I think it being a Saturday, the Guyana Amazon Warriors crowd realized that Guyana is going to win, and so they are leaving to do their Saturday chores. They had came early, watched the match, and are now emptying out the stadiums to go and do their Saturday chores. Wide outside the half stump by Pretorius, the score will now moves up to 118 for 7. The place is on 6-1 here. He cannot get out right now, you know. He definitely cannot get out. So Kirkhamute is Athena, big, yes, he's big enough Sheldon. Wide again, 118 now for 7. So Pretorius bowling 2 consecutive wide. He's probably afraid of licks from his countryman, and he's hiding the ball. Athena is asking a question, very interesting question here. And see, even the grass bank is emptying out now because the people really, it's a Saturday, they have things to do. They clearly realize that the Warriors are going to win. They don't need to stay around. Short third man as he bowls to Flap du Plessis, who drives wide off long off. The fielder comes to his right from extra cover. Kimo Paul sends the return in. The score will now move up to 119. Is it 119 or did they come back for 2? So a very good question from Athena. Please remember, we're trying to get up to 17,000 subscribers today. Today, man. Come on, man. We need to do better. Let's see. Just double checking how many. Pretorius bowls to Joseph. And he slapped this away down to long off for a single. So it's 120. At the end of the over, it's 121 for 7. So 121 for 7 at the end of the over. Flap du Plessis is on 63 and Alzari Joseph is on 4. Wonder how many wickets fall to Googly in the CPL. Pretorius bowl to, isn't it? Yes, it's 121. I think that was a replay. 121 for 7 at the end of over number 17. How many wickets fall to Googly in the CPL? Michael Douglas, can you check that out for us? That's a very good point, you know. Can you check that out for us? Check it out for us, please. Michael is saying, yes, that will be a smart thing to do. Every quarter, Michael, what exactly? Is it the test match? I don't know. Salim Khan is saying, come on, St. Lucia, make 50 more runs. So Salim Khan definitely don't want Trinbago Knight Riders to finish second. So he's asking St. Lucia Kings to make 50 more runs. This win will put Guyana at the top of the table, and they'll definitely finish first or second. Yes, the match still going on. Envoy, it's still going on, but the crowd in Guyana, they are clearly going out to do their Saturday chores. They're going to the market and so on. And so the stands are being emptied. Only 3 overs remaining. You know, we are 949 subscribers. We are 51 away from 17,000. 51 away from 17,000. Come on, man. Let's reach the 17,000 today. It's a good day to do it. Saturday. Can't be a better day. 121 for 7. Kimo Paul over the wicket, ball short to du Plessis, who pulls this down towards mid-wicket. They're gone for 1. Good work by the fielder, prevent the second. The score moves up to 122 for 7. That's Gerbers there. Just comes around, bend the knee, picks up with one hand, and sends the return in. Alzari Joseph will come into strike. I think, can they go down though? Can Alzari Joseph go now? I mean, like, when I say go, become attacking? Are they going to bat out this over first? That's 3 wickets, 3 overs. He could probably go, and if he gets out the lap back shot. Bowl to Alzarri Joseph, a dipping full toss Yorker, which he squeezed out to mid wicket, and they gone for 1. They come back for 2 as the return comes into the keeper. It's 124 for 7. 2 deliveries in over number 18 has been bowled. So Flap du Plessis and 64 from 50 deliveries. Alzarri Joseph and 6 from 14 deliveries. You recall when I was saying from probably the 11th over or thereabout, no, after 9, it was 9.2 overs when I first said it. Kemo Paul bowled to Alzarri Joseph, who slapped this away, down to extra cover boundary for 4. Budakesh Moti moving to his right, just could not stop it. It was short outside the arch stump. It was a slower delivery, and Alzarri Joseph just flat batted it away, down to the extra cover boundary for 4. So these are welcome runs by the St. Lucia Kings, and the Trinbago Knight Riders don't like these runs. They clearly do not like these runs. 128 for 7. And I think Joseph is going to go hard in this over and see if they can get some runs. If he's out, I think du Plessis will lock shot. Bowl to Paul and look to pull it away. Taken on the pad, slow delivery. It trickled past the leg stump to the keeper who field, and there is no run. It's 128 for 7 after 17.4 overs. So 80 runs needed from 14 deliveries. They're not going to get that. Not in. Although 14 sixes 84, don't so? Yeah, I think 14 sixes 84, yeah. But they're still not going to get that. Let's watch Kemo Paul. He's over the wicket, bowls to Alzarri Joseph, who gave himself room. Kemo Paul followed him. He played it down to mid-wicket, came off the inner portion of the bat. They got a singer. It's 129 for 7 after 17.5 overs. 129 for 7. So Michael Douglas is saying, that's a very difficult statistics to find. But I know Noor Ahmed, Salam Akil and Tayer took a lot of wickets with Googly and Asaranga in the few games he played. Kemo Paul bowled to Flap du Plessis, who drive straight down the ground for 4. 133 for 7 at the end of over number 18. And Flap du Plessis is in some trouble here. He's cramped. I think it is cramp. I've been fielded in the sun for 20 overs and I've batted 18 overs. I think it is cramp. Let's hope it's nothing more than that. That is cramp. He will have tomorrow off and he will have Monday off, so they will recover. Now, if I was the St. Lucia Kings management, I would be asking the CPL organizers, why is it that I have to play 4 consecutive matches starting at 10 a.m. local time? I would be asking, why is it me? Why do I have to play 4? And if memory serves me right, and I'm going from memory here, did they play a 10 o'clock match in St. Lucia? So of the 10 matches that St. Lucia Kings play in the first round, and probably this can be checked. This one is easy, Michael Douglas. This one can be checked. In St. Lucia, did the St. Lucia Kings play a 9 a.m. match? That would make 5 of their 10 matches being played at 10 a.m. local time. Why? If I was the management, I would want to know why from the CPL. So Atina is giving thanks to Mikel. That one is, please check for me, Mikel, if St. Lucia Kings did play a match at 10 a.m. local time in St. Lucia. Kirk Amute is saying, Mr. Carlton, the game is done and dusted. We get in a game tonight, and I hope it is the Falcons. No, there's no game tonight. There's no game tonight. The next game will be tomorrow night again with the Guyana Amazon Warriors playing against the Trinbago Knight Riders. All matches in the CPL from now on will be played in Guyana. So everything else done now. They're at the furlong pole. They're at the furlong pole and 4 horses spread across the track with the Guyana Amazon Warriors about a length in front at this time. So they're at the furlong pole and the jockeys are in their sagger and they are pumping away, and let's see what happened. Thank you very much, Kirk Amute. He said, enjoy the rest of the day, Mr. Cricket Forum. I'll be on if you are having a show later on. Big up. No, as I said, there's no show later on, but there will be a match tomorrow, which is it's the legacy match. This is what you call a legacy match in CPL cricket. The Guyana Amazon Warriors playing the Trinbago Knight Riders. So with 2 overs to come and Flap du Plessis, really struggling. You can ask me any question now. I will answer any question that you ask now. Any question. And I'll answer it because Flap du Plessis is struggling as they show Georgetown. They show Georgetown, Guyana. It's a beautiful place, you know. I hope that the development that is taking place in Guyana, I hope it is not haphazard. I hope that they are doing it in a sustainable, scientific, control way, and it's not haphazard. You want the country to develop, but you want it to develop in a strategic way. You know, and you don't really want to lose all of those rainforests because all of that water that you presently have in Guyana, you'll be surprised if you lose the rainforest or it is going to dry up. Pretorius comes in, ball to Alzari Joseph, full toss. He whipped it away onto the stand, 6 runs. So that was a full toss which he whipped away high out of the ground. And you know, when you come into the Providence and they come through that first gate and the broadcast box is on your left and there's a gap between and the green stand, that ball went right into that gap as he whipped it away down backward of square leg for 6 runs. And the runs here. And as he played that shot, you remember when there were 9.2 overs and I said, no, they need to bat out the over. 139 for 7. As Pretorius comes into Alzari Joseph. He's up ball to Alzari Joseph, who moves across his crease and pulled into the inside for another singer. It's now 140 for 7. If they had took my advice then and not going for the win and say, imagine if Seifert was at the crease and he was scoring like a runner ball up to over number 15 and they were on the 4 wicket down, they probably still want to win the match, but they would have been able to go much harder, much quicker and get closer. And that's, you know, so that's why I was saying, play now for your net run rate. But they were still trying to win them. Yes, and this is what I am proud of myself about, you know. I take great pride in it, to able to analyze things so quickly. I know when I need to back off, you know. Pretorius bowls to his fellow South African, witness in the air, chance, short of Etmire. Oh, misfield into the boundary for 4. So that was in the air. He's struggling here. He's definitely in cramp. I don't think if it's a muscle injury, I think he would have come off, but I think it is cramp. And he's really struggling. Definitely cramp. I don't think it's cramp. Etmire overrunning the ball. Should have been more experienced. Should know that the spin was going to take it away from you. Just a bad judgment there from Etmire just now. Should have known that they always told you, as coaches, we always tell players, cater for the spin. You know, and an experienced person like Shimron Etmire should have catered for the spin there. Pretorius bowls to the place who pulls this, who looks to pull, but it came off the outer portion of the bat into the inside. And he's really cramp. I definitely think he's cramp. He wouldn't be chancing that if it was a muscle. So he's really in some pain there. But he knows the importance. He knows the importance of batting out these these last 7 deliveries. Pretorius, ball to Pretorius, who drives down to long off. He will hop a singer. Oh, I laugh then because I love that from the fielder at long off. He knows that Pretorius was struggling. And he came in and he shied hard at the non-striker's end and said, big man, run, you need to run. We're not just going to allow you to hop through for the singer. You need to run. And I love that. I love that sort of ruthlessness in cricket, in sport. Be fair, but be ruthless. You know, don't do anything that is not in conformity with the rule, but be ruthless. I think he can go off now, though. You know, it's only 1 over. I definitely think he can go off. I don't think the team, well, and you know, I think he could go off and just block out the 1 over. Because basically he has been on the field for all 20 overs of the match, even if he got out of this first delivery. I thank you very much, Michael Douglas, who's saying that St. Lucia Kings' first 6 matches were all night game, and they have played the last 4. And Envoy saying, old man Faf du Plessis looks tired. Yeah, well, you can say that about your fellow South African Envoy. He will want to hit 2 sixes in this over, but I think he should come off. Sinclair bowls to Faf du Plessis, and he swings this away over mid-wicket for the first of those 2 sixes. And he's down. He's down and he's back. And that is now 501 6. He's down and he's back. Muscle cramp there. 151 for 7. Oh gosh. He's cramping up. Dropped in the crowd. It's dropped in the crowd. You know, I think that gentleman coming across, he can come off, man. There's only 5 deliveries left. You know, it's only 5 deliveries left. I don't think it's going to affect the run rate that much. And I really think that he should come off. 5 deliveries. Oh, even if Guyana got bowled out, even if the St. Lucia Kings got bowled out, it's really only 5 deliveries left. It is going to be, their run rate is still going to divide by 20, because that's what happened if you got bowled out in over number 15. Say you got bowled out in over number 15, because you are bowled out, it's still divided by 20. But in this case, man, he can come off. I think they are not thinking on the go here, no, man. They are not thinking on the go. He can come off now. I agree, Mikel. He should retire hurt. And Envoy saying the bones aren't working like they used for old man Faf. Yes. He should definitely come off. You know, 151 for 7. I really appreciate your company. I thank you very much. I hope you get that subscribers up to 17,000. We're 51 away. 51 away we were the last time I checked. So please subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Just click on that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. We should get up to 17,000 definitely tonight. That man in the plaid shirt caused the gentleman to drop the catch, you know, because he saw him in his eyesight. He saw him in his rear view vision. So will Guyana Amazon Warriors go 5 from 5? They're clearly going to go 4 from where 4 now. Wide outside the half stump, wide signal, 152 for 7. I definitely think Faf du Plessis should come off. This is good from Jonas Sinclair, though. He's saying that if you want to hit me for 6, you have to reach for it. Wide outside the half stump again. He hit it at the top of the bounce to the man, down to long off. He goes through for an easy single. The return comes in with some pace again at the non-strikers. And did he make it? It looks like he make it, but they should. Are they going to go up and look at it? No, they're not going to go up and look at it. Alzari Joseph Seckers. 4 deliveries to come. Jonas Sinclair over the wicket, bowls to Joseph, who hit the straight, high, hard, out of the ground for 6. So that's 6 more runs, and that will take the score up now to 159. And each of these shots, each of these boundaries is making it that look more difficult for the Trinbago Knight Riders. And mark you, I did say that these two teams will finish first and second. I did say that. So I really want the Kings to get as many runs as possible. Jonas Sinclair over the wicket, bowls to Azari Joseph, and he is down to long half chance. On the bounce to Kima Paul, Shepherd should say, who plucked it out of the air with his right hand. I think Joseph will keep the strike. No, they've gone through for the singer. So this is a big over, 15 from it thus far. And just imagine if those batsmen had listened to me. Bowls to Du Plessis, who pulls this high in the air. Let's see. Another 6 more to Du Plessis. And this is really doing damage to the Trinbago Knight Riders. But then again, I'm looking like a genius because I predicted that the St. Lucia Kings and the Guyana Amazon Warriors will play on Tuesday. And this is really good towards the back end from the Kings. It's just a pity that they took so long to realize that they need to play for net run rate and not for a win. Sinclair bowled to Faf Du Plessis. High in the air. The fielder comes around, but it's over his head. 6 more. What a hand. What a hand to the innings by Flap Du Plessis. How many 6 I said that they're going to look to hit out of the over 2, but they double that. They hit 4. And so they have pulled this down nicely. And the Guyana Amazon Warriors won by 35 runs. Good from the St. Lucia Kings. So John Bar Augustine, what's wrong with Faf? I think it's muscles. I don't think it's any injury. Not muscles. I think it's cramp. I don't think it's muscles or tie or anything. Envoy saying South Africans don't like walking off. What a hit. Yes, Mikel. And this is good. So I really think that this net run rate is probably now out of the reach of the Trinbago Knight Riders. Really looking forward. So Fluff not out on 92 from 59 deliveries, 7 4s and 4 6s. You know, and so imagine if Tim Seifert and Aaron Jones never looked the part to me. But imagine if Tim Seifert, after Jones' dismissal, imagine if Tim Seifert did just stay at the crease a little and said, you know what, I'm going to bat some overs because Jones got out in the 9th over after 8.3 overs. And I think at that stage, the match gone. And I said that Tim Seifert, and I said then that they need to play for the net run rate. But they never took my advice. But look what damage done towards the end. You look at that now and say how much closer they could have gotten. So there's a net run rate. So St. Lucia Kings have fallen to 0.58. And the Trinbago Knight Riders are within range. So they are within range. This is just 0.3. So it's going to be very interesting. It's left to see now. They will probably need to win by about 35 runs or so. Yes, so, you know, they never took my advice. I want to thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. And just a final look at the poll. So the poll did come, 72% of you in the end said that the Guyana Amazon Warriors would have won. So nice, 72% of you. It was a pleasure being here with you this morning. And hopefully, by the time I join you tomorrow, Manchester United will beat Tottenham Hotspur, and I'll be wearing my Manchester United jersey. Hopefully, that's what I want to happen, and it will be a wonderful evening. Nonetheless, if I'm forecasting for a betting company, I am going to go with the Trinbago Knight Riders to win tomorrow evening. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. It was a pleasure being here with you.